Chapter 61, telling the story to the little girls. Su Ziyu got anxious when he heard this. Wife, what are you talking about? I don't agree with you. You have taken care of Hanin and her sisters for so long. This time it's my turn to take care of you. After saying this, Su Ziyu felt extremely happy. The corners of Lin Shi's mouth curled up slightly, but he didn't show it at all. Seeing that her mother didn't agree, Su Shirhan thought that her mother disagreed with her father's opinion, so she spoke hurriedly. Yes, Mom and Dad are right. We must hold a wedding for you, and after we grow up, it should be your turn to enjoy a peaceful life. Yes, Mom, I agree with what Dad and Big Sister said. Su Shiqi echoed. Seeing the little girls coming out one after another to persuade him, Lin Shi was helpless. After secretly glancing at Su Ziyu, he nodded in response. Okay, isn't it okay for Mom to listen to you? It was the first time that Su Ziyu felt that those little girls were so awesome. Even at this moment, there was an additional picture in his mind. In the picture, 8 beautiful figures walked out of the wet bathroom. Just thinking about that scene made his blood boil. Su Shiryao looked at Su Ziyu, who was grinning beside her, and asked hurriedly, Dad, what are you thinking about that makes you so happy? Of course, it was impossible for Su Ziyu to say what he had just thought. He thought for a while and said, Dad is very happy that you can be his daughters. That's how lucky we are to have sisters here with us. When Su Shirshir heard Su Ziyu praising them, her nose almost flew to the sky. Su Shiqi smiled helplessly, but did not refute what Shirshir said. After all, at this moment she also felt that what Shirshir said made sense. Okay, stop talking. Look at the food on the table. Shirshir has almost finished it all by herself. He. Big sister, please don't say anything. I'm so embarrassed. Su Shirshir scratched her head with a smile. Su Shiqi teased, Shirshir, when did you become so modest? I'm still a little uncomfortable with it. Su Shirshir covered her swollen belly and hiccuped continuously, Third sister, if you don't say, no one will think you are mute. Looking at the little girls bickering like that, Su Ziyu smiled faintly. When Lin Shi looked at Su Ziyu's smile, he seemed to be gradually becoming intoxicated. Shirshir, Shiqi, sit down first. We haven't sent our birthday wishes to Mom yet? Su Shirhan quickly stopped her 2 sisters who were bickering. Su Ziyu then remembered something. Wife, I'm going to go out for a while. Lin Shi nodded and replied, yeah. After leaving the restaurant, Su Ziyu called He Weidong. A respectful voice rang on the phone. Boss Su, what do you want? Manager He, please help me find a long-term nanny. The address is Yunting Tianga Master. Let her contact me when she arrives. Yunting Tianga? He Weidong asked in surprise. But he quickly calmed down due to his strong professional skills. Okay, Mr. Su, I will personally bring the nanny over early tomorrow morning. As soon as He Weidong finished speaking, there was a series of beeps from the other end of the phone. He hurriedly picked up the special plane and made a phone call. Secretary Lin, have someone arrange for the hotel's most capable waitress to come to my office. After hanging up the phone, Su Ziyu came back and just happened to see this heartwarming scene. The 4 sisters looked at each other, picked up a glass of juice and said in unison, Happy birthday, Mom. Lin Shi chuckled, Hanin, thank you. Today is the happiest day for Mom. The 6 people ate until their stomachs were full and then stopped. When Su Ziyu was about to pay the bill, he found out that Lin Shi had already paid first. Mom, how can you pay for the birthday party that Daddy threw for you today? Su Shiqi stared at Lin Shi in a reproachful tone. After hearing what the little girl said, Lin Shi didn't know how to refute. Okay, Shirshir, just let Dad pay the bill from now on. Su Shirhan knew that today was her mother's birthday and should be a happy day, so she hurried to help her mother out. Su Ziyu said, Yes, Shirshir, your elder sister said that I will pay the bill in the future. Oh well. Su Shirshir pouted and said with a look of dissatisfaction. After leaving the restaurant, Su Ziyu and his group rushed towards Yulong Villa. As soon as she stepped into the house, Su Shirshir clung to Su Ziyu tightly. Dad, you promised me 2 days ago that you would tell me a story. If there's a story to be told, I want it too. As soon as they heard that there was a story to listen to, the 4 little girls immediately surrounded Su Ziyu. Su Ziyu hurriedly looked towards Lin Shi for help, but the next scene left Su Ziyu dumbfounded. Lin Shi spread her hands and said, Husband, you caused this yourself, you have to solve it yourself. I'm going to rest first. After saying that, he slowly walked towards the room. Su Ziyu could only quickly admit his defeat to the little girls. Su Ziyu planned to let the little girls give up and then return to his room early to accompany Lin Shi. After all, a room can accommodate 3 people at most and there are 4 little girls in front of him, so he pushed the problem to them. Su Ziyu said, "Hanin, how is Dad going to tell you stories? Do you want Dad to tell you one story a day in turn?" The 4 sisters Su Shirhan looked at each other and stepped aside. After waiting for a long time, the 4 of them walked back to Su Ziyu. Su Shirshir said, "Dad, we have decided that you must tell us a story tonight." Su Ziyu said with a confused look on his face, "Then where is Dad going to tell you stories?" Su Shirshir rolled her eyes at Su Ziyu and said, "Of course it's my room." Knowing Su Ziyu's confusion, Su Shirshir spoke again, "Dad, I know what you are thinking. It's just that there are too many people and one bed can't sleep 4 people. But don't worry, I have already thought of a solution." Su Ziyu knew that he had no way to refuse now, so he could only agree to the little girl's request. Soon Su Ziyu was dragged into the room by 4 little girls, and saw that the bed was squeezed by the 4 little girls so that there was no space left. Su Ziyu looked helpless. "Third sister, don't squeeze me. Shirshir, you should be the one pushing me. I was almost pushed down by you." Hearing the noise coming from the bed, Su Ziyu's face was filled with relief. Su Shiryao spoke first, "Dad, let's lie down and tell us a story." Su Ziyu's mind was originally full of stories, but now he thinks he can't find any good stories to tell his daughters. After waiting for a while, Su Shirshir became anxious. "Dad, have you made up your mind? Mom is still waiting for you in the room." Chapter 62, Jealous Su Shiryao. Su Ziyu said, "Yes, this is a long story?" Once upon a time, there was a new white-collar worker named Lin Xiaolong, and he had a beautiful boss. Su Shirhan and the others were listening with great interest when they were suddenly interrupted by Su Shirshir. "Dad, do you think his dad is a beautiful woman? Is he as beautiful as me?" Su Shichi patted Su Shirshir's head gently. "Okay, don't interrupt Daddy's story." "All right." Su Shirshir closed her mouth in grievance. Su Ziyu smiled bitterly and continued, "Lin Xiaolong goes to work on time every day, and on this day he met his beautiful boss." Looking at the beautiful woman, Lin Xiaolong was stunned. His colleague reminded him to make a cup of Longjing for the beautiful boss. Soon, Lin Xiaolong handed the brewed Longjing tea to the beautiful boss. Just as the beautiful boss was about to take the Longjing tea from Jiang Xiaolong, the Longjing tea suddenly spilled onto the ground. The beautiful boss was told that Lin Xiaolong was fired. Su Shirshir interrupted Su Ziyu. "Dad, what happened to that Lin Xiaolong? Was he really fired by his beautiful boss?" As soon as Su Shirshir finished speaking, she felt several eyes staring at her, so she covered her mouth and didn't say another word. Lin Shi couldn't sleep and was afraid that Hanin and the other 4 sisters would make things difficult for Su Ziyu, so he came to Su Shirshir's door. Through the crack in the door, Lin Shi just happened to see a warm scene. Su Ziyu touched Su Shirshir's head lovingly and said with a smile, "Of course not." When Lin Xiaolong went to the finance department to handle his resignation, he accidentally discovered the secret of the beautiful boss. Just as Su Ziyu finished speaking, he realized that the 4 little girls had fallen asleep without him noticing. Looking at the 4 little girls sleeping soundly on the bed, Su Ziyu smiled faintly and then quietly left the room. "I originally wanted to go back to my room, but when I looked at my watch, I found that it was already past 3 in the morning, and I was afraid that I would accidentally wake Lin Shi up." After Su Ziyu yawned, he fell asleep drowsily on the sofa in the hall. Just when Su Ziyu fell asleep, Lin Shi appeared in the hall. Looking at Su Ziyu's sleeping appearance, Lin Shi was stunned. The whole person lay down beside the sofa, and I don't know how long it took. Lin Shi dozed off and soon fell asleep. The night passed quickly. The next morning, Su Ziyu was awakened by the vibration of his cell phone. As soon as he stood up in a daze, he found that there was an extra person next to him, which almost scared him. When Su Ziyu saw the figure clearly, he was stunned. It was his wife Lin Shi. A picture appeared in his mind. Could it be that Lin Shi was lying here all night? Su Ziyu suddenly felt distressed. He quietly carried Lin Shi to the sofa and walked out of the hall. "Boss Su, I have brought the family nanny here as you ordered, and she is now in front of Brother Yan Tingshan's lobby." On the other end of the phone, He Weidong said slowly. "Yes, I understand." Su Ziyu simply replied, hung up the phone and walked towards the guard. In a few minutes, Su Ziyu arrived at the gate guard of Yunting Tianga. Seeing Su Ziyu coming, He Weidong trotted towards Su Ziyu respectfully. Panting, he pointed at the woman behind him and said, "Boss Su, this is Lin Xiaoyun, the most capable waiter in the hotel." Lin Xiaoyun leaned forward and said, "Hello, President Su, I'm Lin Xiaoyun." Su Ziyu glanced at Lin Xiaoyun and nodded with satisfaction. "By the way, don't call me President Su in the future, let's go." Lin Xiaoyun is in her early 20s. She wears simple clothes, which makes men feel protective of her when they see her. She has an extremely beautiful appearance, and her top is held up high. A pair of slender long legs is particularly eye-catching. Lin Xiaoyun murmured, "Is it because I'm not pretty enough that he doesn't look at me more?" Su Ziyu was too lazy to walk back, so he shouted to the security guard at the gate hall, "Help me call a sightseeing bus." The security guard said respectfully, "Okay, Mr. Su." Soon, a sightseeing car appeared in front of Su Ziyu. As soon as Su Ziyu stepped onto the sightseeing bus, he saw Lin Xiaoyun standing there in a daze. "Xiaoyun, hurry up and get up." "Okay, Su." Before Lin Xiaoyun could finish her words, Su Ziyu glared at her. Lin Xiaoyun quickly changed her tone, "Okay, Mr. Su." As soon as the two arrived at Yulong Villa, Lin Xiaoyun was so amazed that she was stunned on the spot. Su Ziyu rolled his eyes at Lin Xiaoyun and muttered in his heart, "How did he wait on do things? He actually found such a girl for me and said she was the most capable one among the waiters. I have to go back to the hotel someday to find out if all the people in the hotel are like this." Su Shiryao's voice came from not far away. "Dad, where did you go? I couldn't find you." After hearing Su Shiryao's voice, Lin Xiaoyun finally reacted and looked at Su Ziyu with embarrassment. "Dad just went to pick someone up, why does Yao Yao want to see Dad?" Su Ziyu smiled dotingly. "To pick someone up?" Only then did Su Shiryao notice that there was a girl following Su Ziyu, and that girl was quite pretty. Su Shiryao's face was immediately filled with jealousy. "Dad, who is she?" Lin Xiaoyun is a girl after all, and she quickly saw the hostility in Su Shiryao's eyes. Before Su Ziyu could speak, Lin Xiaoyun said, "Hello, I'm the nanny hired by Mr. Su." "A house nanny?" Su Shiryao was stunned. Although she was a nanny hired by my father, her hostility did not diminish in the slightest. She kept staring at Lin Xiaoyun, fearing that Lin Xiaoyun would destroy their harmonious family. Su Shiryao quickly pulled Su Ziyu aside and said, "Dad, I agree with you finding a nanny, but she's so pretty, what if she seduces you while we're not around?" After hearing the little girl's answer, Su Ziyu shook his head helplessly. "Okay, Dad will change another one later." After saying that, Su Ziyu took out his cell phone and dialed He Weidong's number. After a few seconds the call was connected. He Weidong's voice came from the other end of the phone. "Boss Su, what can I do for you?" Su Ziyu said calmly, "He Weidong, help me find a new nanny." Lin Xiaoyun looked at Su Ziyu while trembling all over. She was not deaf and could clearly hear that Su Ziyu was going to replace her, but what could she do now? Is Su always dissatisfied with her? My daughter doesn't like it. Boss Su, I actually have a reason for looking for her. Her parents divorced when she was a child and no one was willing to raise her. If she doesn't satisfy you next time, I will replace her. Su Ziyu looked back at Lin Xiaoyun and immediately felt pity for her. Okay then. I'll listen to you. After hanging up the phone, Su Ziyu exhaled and looked back at Yao Yao. "Yao Yao, Dad decided to use her first and see." Chapter 63 Su Shirsher was bribed. "Dad, how could you do this? What did you promise me just now?" "Look, I'm going to tell Mom." After saying that, Su Shiryao walked towards home. Su Ziyu turned around and said apologetically, "Sorry, I made you laugh." Lin Xiaoyun bowed to Su Ziyu and said, "Mr. Su, I am very grateful for giving me this opportunity, but I don't want your daughter to be sad because of me." Su Ziyu was relieved after hearing this. "It's okay, let's go." When Su Ziyu just brought Lin Xiaoyun to the hall, he found that Lin Shi and 4 little girls were there and their expressions were very serious. "Su Ziyu, what's going on?" Su Ziyu heard that Lin Shi was a little angry at the moment, so he quickly and quietly pulled Lin Shi aside to explain. "Wife, she's actually quite pitiful. I asked someone to look up her information. Her parents divorced when she was a child and no one was willing to raise her. She's in desperate need of this job. Give her a chance." After hearing what Su Ziyu said, Lin Shi's heart softened immediately. "Okay then. But the limit is 1 week. If she doesn't make Hanin and the other 4 accept her within the specified time, she will be fired." Su Ziyu smiled dotingly, "My dear wife, I will listen to you." Lin Shi glanced at Lin Xiaoyun and said with a smile, "You can stay, but the internship period is 7 days. If you don't do well or my daughters can't accept you within 7 days, you have to leave." After hearing this, Lin Xiaoyun cast a grateful look, and then bowed to Su Ziyu and Lin Shi's family. Thank you, Mr. Su and Mrs. Su, for giving me this opportunity. After hearing what her mother said, Su Shishir became anxious. Mom, how could you let her stay? But Lin Shi ignored Su Shishir and took Lin Xiaoyun to the kitchen. As soon as Lin Shi left, Su Shishir hurriedly turned back to look at Su Ziyu. Dad, what's going on? Su Shirhan and the other two also turned their attention to Su Ziyu. Silly girls, don't worry, Daddy only has you and will never have contact with other girls. Su Ziyu knew that he had to reassure his daughters. And this is the nanny I asked he wait on to find. Her parents divorced when she was a child and she lived a frugal life. Hanin, if you don't want her to stay here after 7 days, Dad will let her leave then. After listening to Su Ziyu's explanation, Su Shirhan and the other three looked at each other and said in unison, well, that's fine. By the way, Dad, I'm going to go sketch later, can you come with me? Su Shiqi looked at Su Ziyu expectantly. Su Ziyu couldn't bear to refuse Shishir's request and agreed. Okay. Shishir, if your dad happens to be free later, he will go with you. Hanin, do you guys want to go with us? Su Ziyu looked back at Su Shirhan and the other two and asked. Dad, I. Before Su Shishir could finish her words, Su Shiqi glared at her. Feeling the gaze of her third sister, Su Shishir couldn't help but tremble. Shishir, what's wrong? Are you going too? Su Shishir waved her hand and said, no, Dad, I still have to review my lessons later. Su Shirhan and Su Shiryao knew that Shishir wanted to spend more time alone with her father, so they shook their heads and said, Dad, we won't go either. Su Shiryao teased, third sister, remember to have fun. He. Su Shiqi couldn't stop smiling at this moment. As soon as Lin Shi walked into the hall, he saw Su Shiqi grinning alone, and asked suspiciously, Shiqi, why are you laughing so happily? It's okay. Dad just told us a joke. Joke? Su Ziyu looked confused. When did he ever tell a joke? Okay, breakfast is ready, let's go eat together. A family of 6 just arrived at the restaurant, and the greedy cat Su Shishir's eyes lit up when she saw the various dishes on the table. Before waiting for anyone, he reached out his hand, picked up a piece of beef from the plate and put it into his mouth. The next moment, he felt like he was electrocuted. He slowly closed his eyes and looked very enjoyed. Shishir, delicious. Before Su Shiryao could finish her words, Su Shishir interrupted her. Dad, where did you find Sister Xiaoyun? Why is her cooking so delicious? Is it that delicious? Su Shiryao kept staring at Su Shishir with a suspicious look. Seeing that Su Shiryao didn't believe her, Su Shishir stomped her feet angrily. At this time, Lin Xiaoyun walked into the restaurant carrying a pot of soup and placed it on the dining table. Su Shishir licked the grease on her hands and hugged Lin Xiaoyun. Sister Xiaoyun, how come your food is so delicious? Lin Xiaoyun giggled and said, if it tastes good, eat more. Su Shiqi and Su Shiryao were speechless. What they didn't expect was that Shishir, who was always difficult to deal with, could be so easily bribed by a meal. Lin Shi said with a look of relief on his face, okay, Shishir, stop making trouble. Eat breakfast first, or the food will get cold and taste bad. Su Shishir nodded like a chick pecking at rice. After waiting for a while, Lin Shi waved to Lin Xiaoyun and said, Xiaoyun, come and eat with us. Lin Xiaoyun glanced at Su Ziyu and waved her hand. No need, the manager told Mrs. Su not to cross the line before she came. Su Shishir shook Lin Xiaoyun's hand and said coquettishly, Sister Xiaoyun, just listen to my mom and have breakfast with me. Seeing that Lin Xiaoyun was obviously hesitant, Su Shishir knew that as long as her father asked, Lin Xiaoyun would be willing to have breakfast with them. Then he turned around and came to Su Ziyu. Dad. Su Ziyu's heart softened and he nodded in agreement. Xiaoyun, let's have breakfast together. Okay, Mr. Su. Sister Xiaoyun, come and sit next to me. Su Shishir happily pulled Lin Xiaoyun to sit next to her. Soon, Su Ziyu's family of 6 sat leisurely on the sofa. It turned out to be the right decision to hire a nanny for the family. Su Ziyu sat beside Lin Shi and smiled faintly. Wife, are you okay later? Lin Shi thought for a while and said, well. After all, I am the chairman of the Lu Group. I plan to go to the Lu Group to learn about its business situation later. Wife, this isn't the Lu Group anymore. I've already had it changed to the Su Group. Lin Shi asked quickly, when did it happen? How come I don't know about it? Su Ziyu continued, I changed it in the past 2 days. Su Shiqi came to Su Ziyu and urged him. Dad, we should go. Oh well. Su Ziyu turned around and reminded him, "Honey, I'm taking Shirshir to sketch. Remember to call me if you have anything." Su Ziyu smiled and took Su Shirshir's hand and walked towards the parking lot. Along the way, Shirshir kept chattering in Su Ziyu's ear. Chapter 64, Being Mistaken for Godfather? Su Ziyu looked at Su Shichi, who was chattering beside him, and asked, "By the way, Shichi, where are we going?" Su Shichi scratched her head in embarrassment. "Oh, by the way, I haven't told Dad the destination yet." Su Shichi took out her phone and opened a WeChat group called To Youthful Classmates Group. After searching for a while, she said, "Dad, we are going to a place called the Temple of Heaven." "Dad, do you know where the Temple of Heaven is?" Su Ziyu smiled faintly. "Temple of Heaven, of course Dad knows." As soon as he finished speaking, the engine roared. Su Ziyu looked back at Su Shichi and said lovingly, "Shichi, sit tight, we are leaving." The little girl nodded happily. But as the road became wider and wider, Su Ziyu's driving speed also became faster. "Ah, Dad, please slow down." Su Shichi's small body began to tremble continuously. Su Ziyu grinned after seeing this scene, but his speed did not slow down at all but became even faster. The little girl let out bursts of exclamations. "Ah! Dad, drive slower. I feel like I'm going to die." Hearing the little girl twitching constantly, Su Ziyu couldn't help but smile. He originally wanted to tease the little girl, but seeing that she was getting more and more nervous, he slowly slowed down. After the car speed dropped to 30 miles per hour, Su Shichi collapsed in the passenger seat. Then he glanced at Su Ziyu in the cab and looked at the scenery outside the window. Su Ziyu gave a helpless bitter smile and then handed a bottle of water to the little girl. "Shirshir, Dad was wrong just now. Daddy will apologize to you now." The little girl ignored Su Ziyu and continued looking at the scenery outside the window. But a happy smile gradually appeared on the little girl's lips, and Su Ziyu happened to see the scene clearly in the mirror. The little girl ignored Su Ziyu along the way, causing an awkward atmosphere in the car. Soon the two arrived at the ticket office of the Temple of Heaven. When the staff saw the Alpha Nanny's license plate, they were shocked and immediately asked the staff to make way for Su Ziyu and the others. When Su Shichi saw Su Ziyu driving the car in, she was stunned. The last time she came to the Temple of Heaven to sketch with her classmates, vehicles were completely unable to drive in. But now, not only can vehicles drive in, but the staff also make way for them. "Dad, how come our car can come in but other cars can't?" Su Shichi asked quickly. "Of course we have the privilege." "Privilege?" Su Shichi was a little confused. "Okay, Shichi, let's get off the bus now." The little girl responded happily, then she put on her school bag and jumped out of the car. Seeing the little girl jump off the car in a hurry, Su Ziyu looked worried. "Shichi, go slowly and don't fall down." He. "Dad, I'm fine." After hearing this, Su Ziyu rolled his eyes at Su Shirshir. If something happened, it would be too late. A female voice came from not far away, "Shichi." After hearing the sound, Su Shichi looked in the direction of the sound. Just then they saw a girl in plain clothes jogging towards them. When the girl just arrived in front of Su Shichi, she said breathlessly, "Shichi, I just thought I saw it wrong, but I didn't expect it was really you." Su Shichi looked at Lin Yu and saw that there was no one behind her, so she asked, Yeah, why are you alone?" Lin Yu replied, "Lu Qi and the others should have reached the top of the mountain. Shichi, why don't you introduce your friend to your dad?" Su Ziyu's words broke the cheerful scene. Lin Yu was so focused on Su Shichi that he didn't notice that there was a man standing behind her. And the man seemed to be in his 30s. But it can't conceal the charm emanating from the man. Su Shichi smiled awkwardly and then quickly introduced her best friend to her father. "Dad, this is my best friend Lin Yu." Lin Yu was suddenly shocked. "Shichi, you said this is your father?" "Yes. He is my father." But Lin Yu didn't believe what Su Shichi said at all. After all, she was not only Su Shichi's best friend, but also her deskmate with whom she could talk about anything. As far as she could remember, Kiki's father had never shown up when the school held parent-teacher meetings. And afterwards she also asked Shichi about it. She remembered that Shichi told her that she had never seen her father, but she found her father just a few days later. She would never believe it even if she was beaten to death. Lin Yu was afraid that Shichi was deceived and quickly pulled her aside. "Shichi, explain it to me honestly. Is it because you can't find your biological father that you asked him to be your godfather?" Su Shichi was speechless. Why did no one believe that she could find her father? At this moment, Su Shichi really admired her best friend's imagination. But Su Ziyu heard everything Lin Yu said clearly, and he quickly went up to clarify, Chi-Chi's friend, don't let your imagination run wild. I really am Chi-Chi's biological father, and we are related by blood. Seeing how convincingly Su Ziyu spoke, Lin Yu almost believed it. He quickly stopped Su Shiqi behind him, and seeing Lin Yu holding Chi-Chi tightly, Su Ziyu wondered why these young people had such rich imaginations. You said you are Chi-Chi's father, but what evidence do you have to prove it? Su Ziyu was immediately stumped by Lin Yu's question. After thinking for a while, Su Ziyu remembered something and quickly turned on the phone and handed it to Lin Yu. Lin Yu looked at Su Ziyu with full confidence, but his hand involuntarily took the phone from Su Ziyu's hand. When Lin Yu saw the picture in the phone clearly, he was stunned. The picture above is actually a paternity test report, and it shows that Su Shiqi and Su Ziyu are 99% likely father and daughter. Seeing Lin Yu standing there in a daze, Su Shiqi leaned over to take a look, and was immediately stunned. Then he looked at Su Ziyu. Dad, when did you get our paternity test report on your phone? Su Ziyu fondly patted Su Shiqi's head and explained, last time, your elder sister secretly filmed it when she came to Dad. Dad was afraid of encountering a situation like today. Oh, so that's how it is. After hearing Su Ziyu's answer, Su Shiqi suddenly realized. Lin Yu finally came back to his senses and looked at Su Shiqi and Su Ziyu carefully, only then did he realize that the two were indeed quite similar. Then she looked at Su Ziyu with an apologetic look on her face. Uncle, I'm sorry. I was offended just now. Su Ziyu said politely, it's okay, Shiqi, let's go up the mountain and take a look. Su Shiqi felt a little disappointed when she saw that Su Ziyu didn't invite her best friend. Uncle, can I come with you? Su Shiqi mustered up her courage and said, yes, Dad, let Yaya come with us. She's not safe alone. Su Ziyu replied, well, Dad will listen to Chi-Chi. Chapter 65, Su Ziyu and his daughter showing off their affection. Thank you, Uncle. After hearing this, Lin Yu jumped up happily, then took Su Shiqi's hand and chattered in front of Su Ziyu. By the way, Uncle, why did you come to see Shirshir so late? You don't know how much Shirshir missed you. Su Ziyu was shocked when he heard it. Yeah, stop talking nonsense. I have never said these words. I remember you said you missed your dad at the last parents' meeting. Before Lin Yu could finish speaking, Su Shiqi chased after Lin Yu with bared fangs and claws. As soon as Lin Yu saw Su Shiqi running towards him, he started running. You two should run slowly so as not to fall. Su Ziyu felt particularly relieved. He picked up the backpack left by the little girl on the ground and slowly walked towards the top of the mountain. Soon, the two little girls lay on the rocks angrily waiting for Su Ziyu. Lin Yu then noticed that there was nothing behind Su Shiqi, so he quickly asked. Hey, Chi-Chi, where are your painting tools? Su Shiqi finally reacted and quickly jumped off the rock. Oh no! I forgot my sketch pad and paints in the car. Yeah, you stay at the top of the mountain. I'll go down and get the drawing board and paints. Lin Yu looked at Su Shiqi, whose forehead was covered with sweat, with a worried look on her face. Shiqi, you can just use mine, no need to go down. Su Shiqi waved her hand after hearing this. No need, yeah, I'll be up soon. Just as Su Shiqi was about to run down the mountain, Su Ziyu's voice came from a distance. Shiqi, Daddy brought your things up for you. Wow, Dad, you're so nice. Su Shiqi was so happy that she jumped on Su Ziyu. Su Ziyu shook his head helplessly. Shiqi, come down quickly, there are people watching us. It's okay, Dad. Yeah, won't care. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shiqi felt dozens of eyes staring at her. She glanced back slightly and quickly jumped off Su Ziyu. Lin Yu smiled faintly. Shiqi, your habit of losing things has not changed. Yeah, it's because of what you just said that I forgot to take my things. How dare you talk back? If you say one more word, I will tell Uncle what I just said. Su Shiqi knew that Lin Yu was joking with her, but she still cooperated with her. Su Shiqi said coquettishly, Sister Yeah, please stop talking, okay? Shiqi, since you beg me so much, I won't tell you. Yeah, look, Lu Qi and the others are drawing in the front. Su Shiqi pointed at the 5 figures in front and said. Lin Yu nodded, that's true, let's go over there. Dad, let's go. Su Shiqi turned around, took Su Ziyu's hand and walked forward. There were exclamations all around. Wow, this guy is so handsome. I really want to have a baby with him. Didn't you see the girl next to him? How could she be so pretty that she would fall for you? Why can this guy, who is dressed so ordinary, find such a beautiful girl? Lin Yu was speechless. But she didn't know what to say, so she quickly walked up to Su Ziyu and the others, pretending not to know them. Su Ziyu was overwhelmed by this scene, but Su Shiqi enjoyed it. Come on, Dad, drink some water. Su Shiqi handed the cup of water to Su Ziyu. Thank you, Shiqi. Su Ziyu took the cup without any hesitation and took a sip. Su Shiqi felt very happy in her heart. She just drank a sip of water and her father didn't despise her. The people around here can no longer stay here. Some people were even hungry, but they were actually fed after seeing this scene. Turn around and leave here quickly. Shiqi, why did you come so late? A young man in casual clothes spoke up. But Su Shiqi was still immersed in the scene just now and couldn't come back to her senses for a long time. Shiqi. Su Ziyu patted Su Shiqi's head gently. Ah, what's wrong, Dad? Su Ziyu did not say anything, but just gestured to Su Shiqi to look at what was in front of him. After Su Shiqi understood Su Ziyu's intention, she turned her head and glanced at the young boy. Lin Lang, what did you say just now? Lin Lang simply glanced at Su Ziyu and smiled faintly. It's okay, let's draw. Su Ziyu's face was full of helplessness. He could tell from Lin Lang's eyes that Lin Lang regarded him as a love rival, but he felt more joy in his heart. After all, the fact that the little girl has so many admirers shows how strong his and Lin Shi's genes are. Su Shiqi nodded heavily, then took out the drawing tools from her school bag. During this process, Lin Lang glanced at Su Shiqi and said, by the way, Shiqi, do you want me to be your model? Lin Yu pulled the little girl next to her and walked over to Lin Lang and joked, Lin Lang, Shiqi's dad is here. Do you really think you have a chance? After hearing Lin Yu's words, Su Shiqi was so shocked that she almost forgot about Su Ziyu's existence. She turned around and stared at Su Ziyu pitifully. Dad, can you be my model? Shiqi, Daddy will listen to you. Su Ziyu scratched Su Shiqi's nose lovingly and smiled. Shiqi, you said this is your father and not your godfather or something like that. The little girl next to Lin Yu asked without any taboo. Su Ziyu was speechless for a moment. He felt that these little girls nowadays have very rich imaginations. Su Shiqi rolled her eyes at Xiaohan. Xiaohan, what are you talking about? This is my dad. Lin Lang, who was standing next to him, looked a little unhappy when he saw this, but he didn't say anything. Noticing Lin Lang's gaze, Su Ziyu nodded towards Lin Lang reservedly but politely. Dad, you just sit on that rock over there. Su Shiqi pointed at the rock and said. Su Ziyu nodded like a chick pecking at rice, then walked towards the rock. So he posed on the rock, but the posture he showed made the little girl very dissatisfied. After posing for a few minutes, Su Shiqi finally couldn't bear it anymore and slowly walked towards Su Ziyu. After much trouble, Su Shiqi finally nodded in satisfaction. After seeing this, Lin Lang sneered in a low voice, Su Shiqi, one day I will make you kneel before me and beg me. But Su Ziyu heard these words clearly, and Su Ziyu, who originally had a good impression of him, suddenly felt disgusted. Sure, do you really want Daddy to pose like this? Su Ziyu asked awkwardly. Su Shiqi smiled faintly and said, of course, Dad. Look, everyone around you is praising you. Su Ziyu had just focused all his attention on Lin Lang and didn't notice that exclamations were heard again at the scene. The pose the boy above is posing is so handsome. Chapter 66, I meet you again in the falling flower season. He Chi is handsome. With a body like this, could he be a hidden star? The sunlight shone on Su Ziyu's face, but Su Ziyu maintained his posture like a statue, although his body gradually became tired. But when he saw the little girl's serious look, Su Ziyu suddenly became energetic. Su Ziyu had never stared at the little girl's face for so long before he noticed how charming she was. Okay, Dad. An unknown amount of time had passed before Su Shiqi put away her paintbrush and nodded with satisfaction. Then he handed the painting to Su Ziyu with an expectant look on his face. Dad, take a look. Is my painting good looking? Su Ziyu took it and took a quick look at it, and was immediately stunned. His mouth opened wide like an O shape. Well, Shiqi's drawing is so good. It looks like it was taken with a camera. Su Shiqi felt very happy to see her father praising her so much. Lin Yu put down the paintbrush without a doubt and walked to Su Ziyu to take a look. It was discovered that in the picture presented at this moment, a dazzling light shone on the face of a man in casual clothes. The breeze blowing on the man's face still couldn't block the man's beauty. Moreover, Lin Yu also saw some divine desire in it. Shiqi, can you give me this painting? Su Shiqi suddenly became anxious and hugged the painting tightly in her arms. This won't do. Yeah, I can give you anything else you want, but not this painting. Su Ziyu had never stood for so long before, and his whole body was sore. Su Shichi quickly ran to Su Ziyu's side and looked at him apologetically. Dad, you must be tired from standing. Let me give you a massage. Seeing that her father didn't say anything, Su Shichi thought he agreed. Su Shichi raised her hands and pinched Su Ziyu's shoulders. As Su Shichi's strength increased, a feeling of soreness slowly came over her. Su Ziyu looked back at the little girl whose face was covered in sweat and asked, Shichi, have you learned it? He. Su Shichi chuckled and said, Dad, I used to see that Mom's shoulders were very sore every time she came home from work, so I looked for a tutorial online to learn. My Chichi is awesome. Su Ziyu gave Su Shichi a thumbs up. After receiving Su Ziyu's praise, Su Shichi excitedly kissed Su Ziyu on the face. Su Ziyu was surprised by the little girl's action. Su Shichi glanced at Su Ziyu and lowered her head shyly. After waiting for a minute or two, Su Shichi slowly raised her head when she saw that Su Ziyu did not blame her. Lin Lang's face became even uglier after seeing this. In his heart, he always regarded Su Shichi as his own, but now she kissed another man in front of him. If I can't get her, I will destroy her. After saying that, Lin Lang gave Su Shichi a vicious look, then turned around and secretly left. Lin Yu secretly pulled Su Shichi aside and whispered, Shichi, isn't he your father? Why did you kiss him? Yes, he is my father. But who says that a daughter can't kiss her father? After hearing Su Shichi's answer, Lin Yu couldn't think of any words to refute her and could only let it go. Hey, where's Lin Lang? Lin Yu turned around and noticed that Lin Lang was missing, so he asked immediately. But everyone said they didn't know. Seeing that Lin Lang's drawing tools were still there, I thought he had left for something, so I didn't go looking for him. Lin Yu looked at Su Ziyu expectantly. Uncle, Shishir has finished her painting. Can you be my model? Can. Su Shichi interrupted Su Ziyu before he could finish his words. No, yeah, I've finished my painting. I'm not satisfied with what I just drew and I plan to redraw it. If you are not satisfied, give me the painting. No. No matter what you say, it won't work. Su Shichi said with a jealous look on her face. Lin Yu said in a joking tone, this is not possible, that is not possible, otherwise Chichi, you can be my model. Su Shichi thought for a while and decided that it would be better to let her be a model rather than letting Su Ziyu be one. But if she had to agree, she would have to play a trick on yeah, then it won't be difficult for me to be your model. Just as Lin Yu was about to start writing, Su Shichi added, but it will cost you a fee. Lin Yu knew that Su Shichi was joking with her, but she was not a pushover. Shichi, do you want me to tell Uncle about what happened at the parents' meeting? Sister, yeah, I don't dare anymore. Su Shichi looked at Lin Yu pitifully. Lin Yu watched the scene and nodded with satisfaction. That's more like it. Suddenly, a group of bad men with dyed yellow hair slowly walked over. When the tourists at the Temple of Heaven saw them, they involuntarily made way for them. The leader was a young man of only 23 or 24. When he saw Su Shichi modeling, his eyes almost fell to the ground. Lin Lang, who was standing by, saw this and ran to the man respectfully. Brother Hua, her name is Su Shichi and I brought her here specially to honor you. Brother Hua nodded with satisfaction. Not bad. Not bad. After saying that, he led his younger brothers behind him and walked quickly to Su Shichi. When Su Shichi saw the gangster, she felt extremely disgusted for some reason. But Brother Hua just smiled faintly. Girl, come with me and I promise you will have delicious food and drinks. Lin Lang glanced at Su Ziyu who was lying on a rock in the sun not far away and said, yes, Shichi, if you listen to me and follow Brother Hua, I guarantee you will be much better than that uncle. Lin Yu couldn't bear it anymore and yelled. Lin Lang, how could you do this to Chichi? Don't you know why I am like this? After hearing what Lin Yu said, she finally reacted. Lin Lang pursued Su Shichi in the past but was rejected by her many times. It was thought that after so much time had passed, Lin Lang had already treated Chichi as an ordinary friend. Unexpectedly, they have become even more aggressive and even teamed up with gangsters to deal with them. Hearing the scene getting more and more noisy, Su Ziyu scratched his head angrily and then yelled at Lin Lang and the others. Who else is going to stay awake? Lin Lang pointed at Su Ziyu and said with disdain, wasn't he so awesome just now? Why is Brother Hua turning into a coward now? Su Ziyu realized that something was wrong, so he stood up and went to his daughters. Of course, Lin Lang wouldn't let Su Ziyu go so easily. Brother Hua, that old man was touching Su Shichi's body just now. What? Brother Hua, who was furious, quickly ordered his younger brothers behind him to surround Su Ziyu and the others. But at this moment, Su Ziyu was staring at the gang leader Brother Hua as if he was a fool. Ding dong, congratulations to the host for successfully activating the mission. Task 1, leave alone and dejected, reward 1 million cash. Task 2, kiss your daughter's forehead and get a listed company as a reward. Task 3, tell my daughter not to be afraid because her dad is here. Reward, a Tiffany diamond ring. Chapter 67, let the little girl call me aunt. As the tasks appeared one by one, they were immediately eliminated by Su Ziyu. As for the second task, the little girl's classmates were present after all. If they spread the news to school, it would have a certain impact on the little girl's campus life. Su Ziyu thought about it and ruled it out. That only leaves task 3. A fool doesn't even know he's being taken advantage of, and still thinks he's so awesome. Su Ziyu spoke calmly. After hearing this, Lin Lang's forehead was covered with sweat. Just as Su Ziyu said, he took advantage of Brother Hua's lust to deal with Su Ziyu and the others. But how could the simple-minded gang leader possibly hear the hidden meaning in Su Ziyu's words? You touched it with your hand just now, so leave that hand behind and I will let you go. Su Ziyu grinned, if you want me to keep my hand, it depends on whether you have the ability. Su Ziyu turned around and scratched Su Shichi's nose lovingly, saying with a smile, silly girl, don't be afraid, your dad is here. The gang leader gnashed his teeth and said, boy, you are looking for death. Seeing that Su Ziyu dared to ignore his gang leader Brother Hua's wave of his hand, the younger brothers around him understood his intention and attacked Su Ziyu together. Su Shichi shouted with a worried look on her face, Dad, be careful. Lin Yu and others closed their eyes tightly and dared not open them to see the tragic scene. But Su Ziyu still turned his back to the gang leader and didn't take him seriously at all. Su Ziyu was too lazy to knock down the thugs one by one. As the saying goes, to catch a thief, you must first catch the leader. Su Ziyu flashed and arrived in front of the gang leader at a speed invisible to the naked eye. He grabbed his neck and lifted him up. Seeing that their boss's face gradually turned red and he seemed to be about to suffocate at any time, the other brothers just took a step forward and were scared away by Su Ziyu's gaze. A cold tone came out of Su Ziyu's mouth, if you dare to take another step forward, he will be on his way. For some reason, the younger brothers completely believe that Su Ziyu can do what he says. Su Shichi doesn't want her father to be forced to go to jail for these things. Then he trotted to Su Ziyu's side and begged, Dad, let him go. After seeing the little girl's gaze, Su Ziyu's irritable heart gradually calmed down. Okay, Dad will listen to you. After saying that, Su Ziyu let go of his hand and saw that the gang leader's lower body was gradually getting wet. Su Ziyu frowned, he knew that the gang leader was scared to death at this moment. For fear of being suffocated, he quickly pulled the little girl aside. Ding dong, congratulations to the host for completing Mission 3. The reward, a Tiffany diamond ring, has been placed in the storage box in the main cab. At this moment, the gang leader was already scared out of his wits. His younger brothers had never seen the miserable appearance of their elder brother, so they all knelt in front of Su Ziyu and wailed and begged for his forgiveness. It was this kid named Lin who asked us to come and cause trouble for you. Please, sir, let us go. Sir, please, let my brother and us go. We won't dare to trouble you again. Su Ziyu had a feeling that the gangsters in front of him were not lying. He was afraid that the little girl would be frightened, so he quickly waved his hand to signal them to leave. But the little gangster with low IQ was still kneeling on the ground and couldn't understand Su Ziyu's intention at all, which made Su Ziyu very confused. Su Ziyu said, let's go. As soon as the words fell, the gangster was delighted. He quickly stood up and helped the gang leader up, then left quickly without any hesitation. Lin Lang sneaked in when everyone was not paying attention, but was still discovered by the sharp-eyed Su Ziyu. Lin Lang, I didn't let you go. Hearing Su Ziyu's voice, Lin Lang couldn't help but kneel down in front of Su Ziyu. Begging for Su Ziyu's forgiveness, Uncle, oh no. Mr. Su, it's my fault. Please let me go. I promise I will never do anything to hurt Shichi in the future. You should apologize. Lin Yu interrupted Su Ziyu before he could finish speaking. Lin Lang, are you worthy of Chi-Chi's trust in you by doing this? Lin Yu then realized that she had accidentally interrupted Mr. Su's words just now. She raised her head and took a peek for fear of making him unhappy. But it turned out that Su Ziyu was not angry but rather quite happy. Su Ziyu looked at Lin Lang, who was kneeling on the ground expressionlessly, and said, You shouldn't apologize to me. Mr. Su, you are right. After Lin Lang finished speaking, he immediately crawled in front of Su Shiqi. Shiqi, it's my fault, I won't harass you anymore. But Su Shiqi didn't want her father to get angry because of these villains, so she looked up at Su Ziyu and said, Dad, let's go. I don't want to stay here. Su Ziyu also knew that Lin Lang was, after all, the little girl's classmate. If these things were to spread to his daughter's school in the future, it would have a certain impact on her. It would be better to listen to the little girl. He said lovingly, well, Dad listened to it. Yeah, Xiaohan, I'm leaving first. Su Shiqi waved to the two little girls, Lin Yu and Xiaohan. They both knew that if Qiqi continued to stay, she would only be unhappy, so they nodded. Seeing that the little girl was in a bad mood, Su Ziyu paused for a moment and put away the painting tools by himself. After packing up, he took the little girl's hand and walked down the mountain. Ding ling ling. Just as Su Ziyu reached halfway up the mountain, his cell phone suddenly rang. Su Ziyu quickly took out his mobile phone from his pocket and saw that it was a video call from his elder sister Su Xiaoqing. Without any hesitation, I answered the call. Su Xiaoqing's voice came from the other end of the phone. Brother, have you finally figured it out? I heard from Mom that you have a child. Let her call me someday. Ever since my younger brother told my parents about this last time, it has spread all over the village. But she didn't believe it. It wasn't that she didn't believe in her brother Su Ziyu's character, but Su Ziyu had never been interested in love since he was a child. Sis, if you want to hear it, I can always ask the little girls to call you. Su Xiaoqing was startled, but she quickly calmed down. After all, it has only been a short time since my brother last talked to my parents about this matter. How could he possibly finish talking about it in just a few dozen days? Ziyu, stop trying to make your sister happy. But while saying this, Su Xiaoqing began to tidy up her clothes. Seeing that the little girl was in a low mood, Su Ziyu whispered in the little girl's ear, Qiqi, do you want to meet my sister? The little girl was obviously hesitant, and Su Ziyu didn't want to force her, so he prepared to tell her sister. Before she could finish her words, Su Shiqi grabbed the spotlight and said, Aunt, hello. I am Dad's daughter, Su Shiqi. Sure means sure in ancient poetry, and Qi means Qi in Qishu. Su Xiaoqing, who was tidying up her clothes, was almost frightened when she heard this. You said you are Ziyu's daughter. Chapter 68 shocked Su Xiaoqing. Yes, Auntie. Su Shiqi nodded heavily. But Su Xiaoqing's head was buzzing at the moment and she hadn't figured out what was going on. The little girl seemed to be only 18 years old. Could it be true, as seen on TV, that Ziyu kept the little girl as his mistress and asked her to call him aunt to deceive himself? Su Xiaoqing shook her head and whispered, No, we can't let Ziyu continue to make mistakes. Then his face gradually became serious. Give the phone to Su Ziyu. Su Shiqi was so frightened by Su Xiaoqing that she didn't know what to do. Su Ziyu said calmly, Shiqi, give it to me. Oh. Su Shiqi handed the phone back to Su Ziyu with a bit of disappointment. Sister, what are you doing? Qiqi is still young, why are you yelling at her like that? Ziyu, you still have the nerve to blame me, do you know what you have done? Su Ziyu looked puzzled at this moment. Sister, why do I feel like there is something else behind your words today? Seeing Su Ziyu revealing his cards, Su Xiaoqing didn't bother beating around the bush and went straight to the point. Ziyu, I know you are 39 years old now and there is no woman around you, so you must have needs, but how can you support a little girl? Su Ziyu was speechless. It would be fine if others thought this way about him, but he didn't expect that his own sister would think this way about him. Am I really that dirty in my sister's heart? Sister, what nonsense are you talking about? How could I possibly do such a thing? Besides, Qiqi is really my biological daughter and also your nephew. Seeing his sister's convinced expression on the other end of the video call, Su Ziyu opened the gallery and shared the paternity test report directly to his sister's WeChat. If his sister still doesn't believe it after seeing it, then he will be at a loss. Sister, I just sent you a paternity test report, you will know after you read it. Ziyu, don't lie to your sister. After saying that, Su Xiaoqing opened WeChat and was shocked again. Could it be that the little girl just now was really Ziyu's daughter? That is her nephew. And I just yelled at her like that. The little girl is 18 years old this year, which means that my sister-in-law became pregnant with Shang Ziyu's daughter 18 years ago. When Su Xiaoqing thought about this, her heart was in a mess. Su Xiaoqing took a deep breath and quickly calmed down. Ziyu, I'm sorry for what happened just now. I've been having some troubles lately, so it's inevitable that I'm too agitated. Su Ziyu said, It's okay, sister, I know everything you said. Just as he finished speaking, he noticed that the little girl might be feeling depressed because her sister could not accept her existence. Shichi, do you want to talk to your aunt? Su Ziyu handed the phone to Su Shichi and spoke. But he could clearly see that the little girl was still a little hesitant. Suddenly, Su Xiaoqing's voice came from the other end of the video call. Shichi, can you chat with your aunt? Shichi, hurry up. Dad believes that you can make your aunt accept you. Encouraged by Su Ziyu, Su Shichi finally took the phone. When she saw Su Shichi clearly in the camera, Su Xiaoqing said apologetically, Shichi, Auntie didn't mean to yell at you just now. It's all right, Auntie. Su Xiaoqing could see that the little girl was a little nervous at the moment. Shichi, you are so beautiful. Your mother must be a great beauty too. When Su Shichi heard Su Xiaoqing praising her like that, she suddenly became happy. Su Shichi shyly pulled the corner of Su Ziyu's clothes and said, Aunt, no way. Shichi, how many sisters are there in your group? Su Shichi looked up at Su Ziyu, and only dared to speak after seeing him nod. Aunt, I have 6 sisters. When Su Xiaoqing heard the news, her mouth opened wide to form an O shape. Along the way, Su Shichi held her cell phone and had endless topics to talk about with Su Xiaoqing. As soon as I arrived at the foot of the mountain, I heard a carrot beep beep carrot sound from my cell phone. Su Shichi said apologetically beside Su Ziyu, Dad, I'm sorry my phone is out of battery. Su Ziyu said to the little girl, It's okay, Shichi, give your phone to Dad. Okay, Dad. Su Shichi hesitated but finally returned the phone to Su Ziyu. Su Ziyu took the phone and smiled faintly, Sister, the phone is out of battery. Next time I will bring my family to see you. Then Ziyu, remember what you said, bring Chi-Chi and the others to see me. I like Chi-Chi so much. I understand, sis. After waiting for a while, Su Ziyu continued, By the way, sister, remember not to tell my parents that you have met Chi-Chi. I want to give them a surprise when the time comes. Su Xiaoqing rolled her eyes at Su Ziyu and said, I know. Do I need you to tell me this? Chi-Chi, say goodbye to your aunt. Su Ziyu turned the camera towards the little girl, who waved at the camera after seeing it, Aunt, goodbye. Just after hanging up the phone, Su Ziyu found that the little girl next to him jumped for joy. Dad, did you hear that? Auntie just said she likes me very much. Well, not only your aunt likes you, but your grandparents will like you too. Yeah. Su Ziyu could tell from the little girl's expression that she must be very happy at the moment. He walked quickly to the car and opened the door like a gentleman. Okay, Shichi, get in the car. The little girl nodded heavily. Seeing the little girl's carefree appearance, Su Ziyu was afraid that the little girl would get bumped into, so he quickly raised his hand over the little girl's head. Along the way, Su Ziyu found that the little girl had been staring at him since he got on the car, giving him goosebumps all over his body. He frowned, looked at the little girl and said, Shichi, why are you staring at Daddy? Su Shichi held the seatbelt tightly with her little hands and said, Dad, do you dare to drive faster than you did when you came here just now? Su Ziyu smiled bitterly after hearing this. It turned out that the little girl was afraid that he would drive fast again. Shichi, Daddy won't dare to do that again. Dad, what you said means that you still want to have a future, right? Su Shichi pouted her pink lips and stared at Su Ziyu with dissatisfaction. Su Ziyu smiled bitterly and shook his head. Shichi, Daddy promises there will be no future. After hearing this, Su Shichi nodded with satisfaction. Dad, this is right. Dad, there's a red light ahead, please stop the car. Su Shichi pointed at the traffic light in front of her and said in panic. Fine. Relying on his excellent driving skills, Su Ziyu quickly and steadily stopped the car. Oh my god. I was almost scared to death. Daddy blames you for not driving in the front. Su Shichi patted her chest. I don't know how long it was before I heard a series of carrot beep beep carrot sounds behind me. Dad, the BMW X5 car behind us seems to be urging us to go faster. Su Shichi reminded. Su Ziyu said calmly, It's okay, Shichi's father knows what's going on. Chapter 69, Stubborn Su Ziyu. Soon the red light turned green, and Su Ziyu slowly started the engine. Boom! Like a sleeping beast gradually waking up and roaring on the road, the Alma nanny car suddenly rushed out. The male owner of the BMW X5 behind him gradually began to sweat. Seeing her husband so panicked, the woman asked with concern, Honey, what's wrong with you? The man wiped the sweat from his forehead with a look of horror. Wife, you, be more careful next time, the Alpha nanny car just now is the only one in the world. If it is hit even slightly, even if we have 10 cars, it won't be enough to compensate. Hubby, are you cheating on me? Honey, do you think I'm kidding? Did you know that the license plate I just saw had 8/8s? As soon as the man finished speaking, the car suddenly stalled on the right side of the road. The woman looked at the driver's license she had just received and waved her hand. Honey, you drive. I will never drive again. In the parking lot of Yulon Villa, Sushichi slowly got out of the car. He stared at Suziyu behind him with a complaining look on his face. Dad, what did you promise me in the car just now? Suziyu was at a loss whether to laugh or cry at this moment, but he couldn't find any reason to refute the little girl's words. I can only stand in front of the little girl and let her complain. Seeing this, Suziyu could only pretend to be aggrieved. Seeing her father looking so aggrieved, Sushichi's originally bad mood suddenly melted like an iceberg. Dad, I will trust you this time. If you dare to lie to me again next time, I won't forgive you so easily. After saying that, Sushichi took Suziyu's hand and walked towards home. Seeing that the little girl had forgiven him, Suziyu chuckled and said, Well, Shichi, don't worry. Dad will never forget what he promised you. Seeing Suziyu assuring her again and again, Sushichi nodded with satisfaction. But in my heart, I felt a little dissatisfied. Dad is such a stubborn person. Why didn't he just promise me earlier? Why did he have to do all this mess? As soon as Sushichi stepped into the house, she smelled a hint of fragrance in the air. Hey, where does the fragrance come from? It smells so good. After hearing what the little girl said, Suziyu sniffed and found that there was a fragrance floating in the air just as the little girl said. When he smelled this fragrance, Suziyu felt as if his entire nervous system was refreshed, and a sense of comfort flowed through his lungs. This smells like tea. As soon as Suziyu finished speaking, the little girl pulled him towards the hall. Seeing the little girl so anxious, he smiled helplessly. At this moment he let the little girl be as she pleased. After entering the hall, Sushichi pointed at the tea in Linshi's hand with wide eyes and asked excitedly. Mom, who made the tea in your hand? Why does it smell so good? Before Linshi could speak, Su Shiryao sniffed the fragrance wafting from her hand and said with a satisfied look on her face. Shichi, why don't you come back later? Because Linshi was present, Sushichi could only hold back her anger. Fifth sister, can you give your sister the tea in your hand? Don't even think about it. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shiryao poured the remaining tea into her mouth. Sushichi's temper erupted like a volcano. She left Suziyu's hand and walked up quickly. Looking at her third sister coming at her aggressively, Su Shiryao giggled and hid behind her mother Linshi. Seeing this, Linshi could only quickly come to the rescue. Yao Yao, stop playing a prank on your third sister. Chichi, don't listen to Yao Yao, there's more tea. Oh. Su Shiryao said impatiently. Then, as he turned around, he saw a familiar figure. Dad. As soon as the words fell, Su Shiryao jumped onto Suziyu. Silly girl. You're so heavy, are you going to crush your dad to death? As soon as she heard her father say that she was heavy and was going to crush him to death, she immediately became unhappy. Su Shiryao pouted and said with a look of dissatisfaction, Dad, who do you think is heavier? Suziyu then realized that he had said something wrong, and quickly raised his hand and gently patted his lips. Yao Yao, what I just said was that no matter how heavy you are, Daddy can hold you. But as soon as Suziyu started to explain, he realized that the more he explained, the more confusing it became, so he simply shut up. Linshi said calmly, Yao Yao, come down quickly. Your father must be very tired after just coming back, let him have a good rest. Su Shirhan echoed, yes, Yao Yao, come down quickly and don't tire your dad out. Soon after the first one, there was a second one. Su Shirshir became annoyed when she saw that she didn't say a few words. Yes. Fifth sister, listen to mom and big sister and get off dad quickly. Forget it, Yao Yao is fine, daddy is not tired at all. Su Shirshir looked at Suziyu like a brat and said, Dad, you are the one who likes to spoil the fifth sister. If the fifth sister was my child, I would beat her to death. Upon hearing this, Su Shiryao, who usually kept her temper, erupted like a volcano. Shirshir, if you dare to say that again, I will punish you. Su Shirshir has never been lenient with anyone, let alone her fifth sister. She turned around and made a face at Sushichi. Seeing himself being teased by Shirshir like this, if he didn't show his power, Shirshir would definitely ride on his head and pee and shit on him in the future. Shirshir, if you have the guts, don't run away. Stay there for me. After Su Shiryao jumped off Suziyu, she chased after Su Shirshir with her teeth bared. But Su Shirshir had already made preparations. She had already chosen an escape route and saw her fifth sister jump off her father. She ran out and stood behind Lin Shi. Mom, look, my fifth sister is going to bully me. Looking at the pitiful Su Shishir hiding behind him, Lin Shi was speechless. But thinking back, her daughters seemed to be more lively than before since she and Su Ziyu met. Su Shirhan stood up and waved to Su Shiqi. All right. Shiqi, the tea you wanted to drink, Sister Xiaoyun has made it for you, why don't you come and drink it? What, sister, who made this fragrant tea? Of course it's Sister Xiaoyun. Looking at the steaming tea on the table, Su Shiqi was suddenly shocked. After hearing this, Su Ziyu slowly walked over, took a sip of tea, and after more than 10 seconds, he said, Good tea. Xiaoyun, this tea is really made by you. Su Ziyu has loved tea since he was a child, but he gave up this habit because of financial constraints. Unexpectedly, this time, he could actually drink delicious and sweet tea. Lin Shi rolled her eyes at Su Ziyu and asked why no one believed what they said. Lin Xiaoyun walked up to Su Ziyu and said respectfully, Yes, Mr. Su. This is the recipe passed down in my family. Chapter 70 You are looking for a wild. After hearing this, Su Ziyu asked in shock. Xiaoyun, the tea you brewed couldn't be Pulong tea. Lin Xiaoyun nodded and looked at Su Ziyu with a smile. Mr. Su, it seems that you are also a tea art enthusiast. Su Ziyu waved his hand. I'm not really an enthusiast, but my family was poor when I was a child, so I could only go up the mountain to pick tea leaves to make tea to satisfy my hunger and thirst. But this scene took a different meaning in Lin Xiaoyun's eyes. Mr. Su looked only 38 or 39 years old. Even if he was a rich second generation, he could not afford the Yulong villa unless Mr. Su's parents were an important figure. Only then can we cultivate a humble person like Mr. Su. But Su Shiqi, who was standing by, looked at the other sisters in the hall with a somewhat blaming look in her eyes. Humph, is it really that delicious? These ungrateful people were so easily bribed by a cup of tea. Lin Xiaoyun looked at Su Shiqi, who seemed out of place, and made a cup of tea and handed it to her. Shiqi, I just made tea for you. Don't be so. Before she could finish her words, Su Shiqi realized that 5 or 6 eyes were looking at her, so she quickly changed her words. Thanks. As soon as the words fell, before Su Shiqi's hand touched the teacup, Su Shishir jumped out again. Third sister, I guess you don't want to drink it, so give it to your younger sister. As a sister, you should share the good things with your younger sister. Shishir, for example? As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shiqi took the teacup from Lin Xiaoyun's hand and poured the tea into her mouth while Shishir was not paying attention. For example, this cup of Pulong tea. When Su Shishir saw that there was not a trace of residue in the teacup, she was stunned for a moment. Su Shiqi handed the empty teacup in her hand to Shishir and giggled. Shishir, since you want to drink so much, as your sister I can't bear to refuse you and give you some. Snort. Su Shishir snorted coldly, then ran to Lin Xiaoyun and said coquettishly, Sister Xiaoyun, can you make me a few more cups of tea? Seeing this, Lin Xiaoyun was a little at a loss and then looked at Su Ziyu. Soon, Su Ziyu understood Lin Xiaoyun's intention. Shishir, please don't make things difficult for your sister Xiaoyun. You can't drink too much tea in a day, it's not good for your sleep. Oh well. Su Shishir spoke aggrievedly. Su Ziyu turned his gaze to Lin Shi with anticipation. Wife, how is the Su group? Does it meet your requirements? Lin Shi thought for a while and decided to speak out what he was thinking. It's possible, but I don't have experience and I'm afraid I can't do it well. Su Ziyu shook his head helplessly. Wife, I've told you a long time ago that if you don't want to care, you can just be a hands-off boss. Of course Lin Shi knew what Su Ziyu said, but she preferred to hone herself and grow in difficult situations. After all, this was handed to her by Su Ziyu himself, and she didn't want to disappoint Su Ziyu's expectations of her no matter what. Su Ziyu said with concern, Yes, Mom, if you are too tired, just listen to Dad. We are here with you now, so don't let yourself get tired. After Su Shiqi and Su Shiryao looked at each other, Su Shiqi echoed. Mom, I think Dad and Big Sister are right. Then Su Shiryao also echoed, Mom, I think so too. Seeing that all 3 sisters had given direct speeches, it would be unreasonable for me not to speak. Mom, why don't you just sell the group? That would be so much more comfortable. After hearing what Su Shishir said, the 3 sisters rolled their eyes at her. These were not words of concern at all. They were clearly words sent by a spy to make fun of their mother. Lin Xiaoyun, who was wiping the furniture, almost vomited blood after hearing what Su Shishir said. Fortunately, she had strong professional skills and she quickly calmed down her complicated emotions. Although Lin Shi knew that Shishir said this for her own good, she still couldn't help but blame her. Sure, how can you say that? Seeing her mother blaming her like this, Su Sure couldn't help feeling a little disappointed. Okay, my wife Sure said this for your own good, so stop blaming Sure. You're the only one who keeps doting on her. Be careful not to spoil her. When saying this, although Lin Shiming looked blaming, he was more happy in his heart. Dad, you are the best to me. Su Sure, who was originally in a depressed mood, suddenly became cheerful. As the saying goes, a woman's mood is as changeable as the wind and rain. Suddenly, the cell phone rang. She took it out and looked at it. When she saw the caller number displayed on it, she was obviously hesitant. Looking at the hesitant Su Ziyu leaned over to take a look and found that the name displayed on it was Aunt. Wife, why didn't you answer the call from your aunt? Su Ziyu's voice successfully brought Shi back to his senses. When she heard that it was her aunt calling, Su Sure immediately became anxious. Dad, it's my aunt and her family who have excluded Mom in front of us several times since we were old enough to understand. Seeing that Su Ziyu's face suddenly turned gloomy, Shi looked at Sure with a reproachful look. Sure, what are you talking about? But Su Sure was clouded by rationality at this moment, and insisted on telling her mother about how her aunt's family had ostracized her mother. Dad, there was another time when Mom took us to Grandma's birthday party, and my aunt called us cheap bastards. As soon as she said these two words, Su Sure could no longer hold back her tears and cried in Su Ziyu's arms. After seeing this scene, Lin Xiaoyun tactfully left the hall. Looking at the little girl crying in his arms, Su Ziyu felt heartbroken. Looking around at the other three daughters, I saw tears in their eyes. I tried hard to hold back the tears. Su Ziyu thought for a while and said, Wife, please answer the phone quickly. After all, she is also your and the children's aunt. She finally answered the call and put it on speakerphone. A reproachful voice came from the other end of the phone. Shi, what are you doing? Don't you know that making a long-distance call costs at least several dollars? You left me hanging for so long. Aunt, Shi was interrupted by her aunt before she could finish her words. What do you mean by you? If your parents hadn't asked us to take care of you, I wouldn't even bother to look at you. I will be in Shanghai in the afternoon, and your parents asked me to bring some things over for the bastard. After hearing this, Shi's hand holding the phone began to tremble, and Su Ziyu's temper suddenly flared up. My daughter, I will take care of her, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, Shi, you actually found a wild. Su Ziyu quickly walked up, snatched Shi's phone and hung up. Chapter 71 Su Ziyu plays a fool. On the train, a middle-aged woman with long hair and a simple short skirt saw her cell phone beeping and then she realized that the call was hung up. She scolded him, well, this bitch is so bold that she hung up the phone on me. Just wait and see how I deal with you later. Shi looked at Su Ziyu anxiously, husband, why did you hang up the phone? I still owe my aunt's family 70,000 yuan. What should I do? After hearing Shi's words, Su Ziyu's eyes suddenly lit up. I quickly edited a text message and sent it to my aunt. If you want me to return the 70,000, come to Yunting Tiange to find me. When you get there, call this number 138298140. This store will no longer exist after today. Su Ziyu knew that if this matter was not handled properly, Shi would definitely be looked down upon. But now Shi is the only one in his life, and at this moment he just wants to protect Shi and her daughter. Seeing that the text message was sent successfully, Su Ziyu deleted the text message because if Shi knew about it, she would blame him for meddling in other people's business. Su Sure patted her chest and said, Don't worry, Mom. Dad can easily take out 70,000 yuan. Looking at the confident little girl, Shi quickly put the unpleasant things behind him. Honey, don't worry. Just like Sure said, 70,000 is not a big deal for me. Su Ziyu smiled slightly. After waiting for a while, Su Ziyu seemed to remember something and asked everyone to sit next to him. Looking at the mysterious Su Ziyu, Su Shiryao couldn't help but ask. Dad, if you have anything to say, just tell me now. I'm so anxious. Chi-Chi, go call your sister Xiaoyun over as well. Okay, Dad. After saying that, Su Sure stood up and quickly took Lin Xiaoyun to Su Ziyu and the others. Lin Xiaoyun asked, Mr. Su, what can I do for you? Take out your cell phones and download the Guoxin Golden Sun app. I will teach you how to manage your finances. Financial management? Lin Xiaoyun was shocked. Mr. Su, forget it. Sister Xiaoyun, don't worry. I've never lost money on my investments. I'll show you later. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shishir opened her Guosen Golden Sun app and handed it to Lin Xiaoyun. Lin Xiaoyun was stunned. Su Shiryao couldn't help but come over and say, "Okay, Shishir, you actually have 58,000 in Guoxin Golden Sun, and you come to me every day to cry poor." "What? 58,000? Su Shishir turned the phone screen towards herself in confusion, and was immediately scared half to death. It has only been a short time and the price has risen so much. Afraid that Su Shiryao would misunderstand, Su Shishir quickly explained, "Fifth sister, listen to me, the 50,000 was transferred to me by my father, and the other 8,000 was earned from financial management. If you don't believe me, you can ask the eldest sister and the third sister." Seeing that her fifth sister still didn't believe her, Su Shishir could only turn to her eldest sister, praying that she could help her. "Yao Yao, just as Shishir said, Dad transferred 50,000 to each of us." Lin Xiaoyun was delighted, but still felt something was wrong, so she waved her hand. "Mr. Su, I'd better forget it." As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu transferred 100,000 yuan to Lin Xiaoyun's account. When she heard the text message alert sound, Lin Xiaoyun took out her phone involuntarily and was stunned. "Dear user, Su Ziyu deposited RMB 100000 into your ICBC storage card at 16:20 on June 19, and the current balance is 100902. Lin Xiaoyun was afraid that Su Ziyu would fire her, so she asked quickly, "Mr. Su, what are you doing? This 100,000 is my advance payment for your salary." "No, I can't accept it. 100,000 is a bit too much, Mr. Su." After saying that, he was about to transfer the 100,000 back to Su Ziyu, but was stopped by Lin Xiaoyun, "Just accept it with peace of mind. Besides, Han Han and her 4 sisters have already accepted you. If you really don't accept it, I will fire you." Lin Xiaoyun knew that Lin Shi said this to persuade her to accept it. "Thank you, Mr. Su and Mrs. Su." Lin Xiaoyun smiled slightly. Su Shiryao was a little unconvinced at this moment. "Dad, you transferred 50,000 to my eldest sister and third sister, what about me?" Su Ziyu smiled bitterly, "Okay, Dad will transfer it to you right away." After saying that, Su Ziyu transferred 50,000 yuan to Yao Yao's account, and then secretly glanced at Lin Shi. He seemed a little disappointed at this moment, so he transferred another 5 million to Lin Shi's account. Lin Shi was delighted. "Husband, what are you doing?" "Wife, you are now the chairman of the Su Group, so it is inevitable that you will need it." Lin Shi nodded happily. Ding ding ding. Suddenly, the cell phone rang, breaking the beautiful scene. I found out it was a harassing call. Just as I was about to hang up, I remembered it might be from Lin Shi's aunt, so I quickly answered it. As soon as I answered the phone, an urgent voice came from the other end. "I have come to the gate of Yunting Tiange as you requested. Hurry up and return the RMB. Oh. You wait at the entrance of Tiange for 10 minutes and I'll be there soon." Su Ziyu hung up the phone neatly. Lin Shi's aunt was stunned. He stamped his feet in anger, like a fool who was being made fun of. "What the hell, he actually made me and my baby son wait for him here, who the hell does he think he is?" The security guard at the guardhouse couldn't bear to watch and quickly walked up to the two of them. "If you are here to cause trouble, please leave here as soon as possible." The angry woman cursed, "How dare you, a mere security guard, meddle in other people's business? Are you looking for death?" The security guard's face gradually became gloomy, and he quickly went to the security booth to get the radio. "This is the guard room. Someone is causing trouble. Please send someone to support us." "Humph, you bastard dare to yell at me." The young man snorted coldly. "You." The security guard stared at the two of them with gritted teeth. "Hanin, you and Chi Chi teach your mom and Yao Yao how to operate it. Dad has something to do and needs to go out for a while." "Okay, Dad." Su Shirhan nodded. Su Shishir didn't want to stay alone, so she stood up and grabbed Su Ziyu's clothes tightly. "Dad, I want to go with you too." "Okay then, but Shishir, you must not make trouble later." Su Ziyu's heart softened when he looked at the beautiful Shishir. He couldn't think of any reason to refuse Shishir, so he agreed to her request. "Got it, let's go, Dad." Su Shishir happily took Su Ziyu's hand and walked out of the house. Su Shishir asked as soon as she stepped out of the house. "Dad, where are we going?" "To see your aunt, of course." "Aunt? Then I won't go." "Shishir, if you don't want to punish your aunt, let Dad go alone." Chapter 72, If you are too nice to others, you are either a thief or a thief. I'll go. When the little girl heard that she could punish her aunt, she jumped for joy. Your aunt is waiting for us in Yunting Tiange now, let's go. Yeah. By the way, Dad, are we going to walk over there? Of course. Daddy must take advantage of the existing conditions to punish your aunt. Su Ziyu touched Su Shirshi's nose lovingly and smiled. Then I have to take a good look at the scenery along the road. As soon as the little girl finished speaking, she swayed in front of Su Ziyu like a happy kangaroo. Su Ziyu's head was almost blown away by the shaking. Dad, look at the turtles in the lake. They are so cute. And the roads are wide and clean. As long as you like it. Su Ziyu smiled faintly. Su Ziyu looked at the road, which was spacious and clean. There was not a single leaf on the ground. There was a clean and clear lake beside the road. Many species of turtles were lying in the middle of the lake basking in the sun. There were also many animals kept in captivity across the road, which made people feel much more relaxed. Before they knew it, they arrived at the entrance of Yunting Tiange, just in time to see 5 or 6 security guards running over a mother and daughter. Su Ziyu guessed that this should be Lin Shi's aunt. Dad, the 2 people in front are my aunt and her son Lin Guangling. Sure enough, Shirshi's words confirmed what Su Ziyu was thinking. Mom, look, isn't that the little bastard Su Shirshi? Lin Guangling pointed at Su Ziyu and his daughter who were walking slowly towards him and said, Little bastard, where's your mother? Ask her to come see me. Lin Guangling's mother covered her nose with a look of disgust and retreated behind her. The 6 security guards were stunned when they saw Su Ziyu coming. With beads of sweat on his forehead, the leading security captain immediately ran quickly to Su Ziyu. Mr. Su, do you know these 2 people? Lin Guangling's mother was shocked, and then whispered, The 7 bastards born by the bitch all have the surname Su, and the man in front of me also has the surname Su. Could he be the father of the bastards? But Su Ziyu heard all of this clearly. Ever since he got the 2nd-level martial arts card last time, his hearing has become several times stronger than that of ordinary people. This made Su Ziyu hate Lin Guangling and his mother even more. Lin Guangling's mother is now 100% sure that Su Ziyu is a rich 2nd generation, which is why the security manager is so respectful to him. Oh, Shirshi, how could you let your aunt wait for so long? My legs are almost sore from waiting. Su Shirshi really felt uncomfortable watching Lin Guangling's mother change her expression so quickly. Security manager, I don't know them. Su Ziyu glanced at them and then spoke to the security manager. Oh, Xiao Su, I'm your aunt. How could you not recognize me? I didn't expect that my Lin Shi has been so smart since he was a child. It's really his blessing to meet someone as good as you. Seeing his mother praising Su Ziyu so much, Lin Guangling was immediately dissatisfied. Mom, this is obviously a rag picker, why are you wasting your words on him? Ask him to return the RMB so that you can buy me a notebook. Lin Guangling's mother stared at Lin Guangling viciously, and then pinched his thigh hard. Ah, Mom, why are you pinching me? Lin Guangling stared at her mother with an innocent look on her face. She had clearly agreed with him before coming. As long as Lin Shi paid back the RMB he owed them, she would take him to buy a laptop, but now it turned out to be different from what she said. Yeah, the kid is right. I'm here to pay you back. Su Ziyu spoke slowly. Lin Guangling's mother quickly explained. Xiao Su, these RMB are sponsored by me for Shirshi and the others to go to school, you don't have to pay me back. If Su Ziyu keeps this matter in mind, then her chances of rising to prominence will be much greater. After hearing what his mother said, Lin Guangling immediately became unhappy. Mom, how could you do this? As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu walked up to the boy and said, Take out your phone and I'll transfer the RMB I owe you to you. Okay. Lin Guangling quickly opened the WeChat payment code. Ding dong, WeChat received 70,000 renminbi. Hearing this voice, Lin Guangling's originally terrible mood was suddenly satisfied. Mom, look, I got back the RMB they owed me. Isn't your son awesome? Lin Guangling looked down at the RMB displayed on WeChat and quickly ran to his mother to take credit. But when Lin Guangling's mother heard her son say this, she almost had a heart attack. Who told me not to accept your Uncle Su's RMB? After saying that, he raised his hand and slapped Lin Guangling in the face. Snap! A series of crisp sounds were heard. Do you know what's wrong? Lin Guangling covered his red face with his hands, tears welling up in his eyes as if they would fall out at any moment. But he still held back his words. Is it wrong for me to ask them to pay back the RMB? At this moment, Lin Guangling's mother was really disappointed with her child. She secretly glanced at Su Ziyu, but found that he had a blank expression and thought that she must not have done well enough. The crisp sound of pop rang out again. Su Ziyu could see that the force this time seemed to be even greater than last time. But this time he was just a spectator. After all, Su Ziyu had bullied Lin Shi and her daughter, so it was impossible for him to forgive them easily. Su Ziyu blocked the little girl behind him, fearing that such a tragic scene would give her a nightmare. Seeing Lin Guangling crying more and more intensely, Su Ziyu couldn't help but frown. After all, this happened in public. But he was too lazy to stop it. After all, he had nothing to do with Lin Guangling's family. Security manager, I'll leave this to you. I'm leaving now. Mr. Su, please rest assured. The security captain nodded heavily. After Su Ziyu greeted the security manager not far away, he took the little girl's hand and walked towards home. Lin Guangling's mother stopped and watched Su Ziyu turn around and leave. He quickly pulled his son up from the ground and prepared to leave, but found himself surrounded by 6 security guards. Sure, are you satisfied? Well, Dad, I feel much better. Dad, I give you a thumbs up. As soon as she said that, Su Shusher gave Su Ziyu a thumbs up. Su Ziyu felt happier after receiving the praise from the little girl than when he won a prize. By the way, Dad, I want to ask, I made 8,000 from financial management, how much did you make? Dad, doesn't he actually make that much? Seeing that the question was not answered, Su Shusher looked unconvinced. Su Ziyu had no way to deal with the little girl and could only hand the phone to her. Okay, Dad will show you. Wow, Dad, how come the profit is so high? It hasn't been long and he has made 15 points. 15 points is equivalent to 310,000 yuan. Chapter 73, A Pair of Happy Enemies. Silly girl, high profits come with high risks. Then Dad, can I invest in this fund like you? I want to have my own little treasury. Looking at the little girl with an expectant look on her face, Su Ziyu couldn't bear to refuse. But I was still worried that the little girl couldn't bear the pressure of high risk, so I thought of a reason. Sure, if you are not afraid of losing all the RMB in your account, Dad will help you change it. Of course I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid as long as Dad is around. If I frown, I'll have been your daughter for nothing. After hearing what the little girl said, Su Ziyu felt particularly accomplished. Although this is a reward given to him by the system, he is more afraid of losing money if he is not careful. Wouldn't that be a waste of the little girl's trust in him? After thinking for a while, Su Ziyu finally did not help the little girl change her financial products. Okay, Shusher is home, let's go in. Seeing her father change the subject, Su Shusher knew that her act had failed. Oh well. Su Shusher's big watery eyes kept staring at Su Ziyu, but this time Su Ziyu ignored her. Su Ziyu finally understood now that what Lin Shi said before was not that everything can be used to spoil his daughter. If he could do anything to spoil his daughter, then one day the little girl would be spoiled by him, and if something happened at that time, he would not be able to predict it. Of course he believed that as long as he was there, these things would never happen. Seeing that her evil plan had failed, Su Shusher felt a little disappointed. Shichi, Dad can help you realize a wish. Desire? Su Shusher's eyes were shining at this moment. Yes, you can ask Dad to do anything for you. Dad, then my first wish is for 3 more wishes. Shusher, if you can't do this, you should change to a better request. Well, Dad, I can't think of it now. Can I tell you later? Sure. Yeah, Dad is the best. Su Shusher jumped up with joy, and Su Ziyu felt warm in his heart seeing the little girl so happy. As soon as the two arrived at the hall, they saw Su Shichi leading Lin Shi and chattering non-stop. Third sister, what are you talking about so happily? Su Shichi said with pride. I was telling my mom and the others that I saw Aunt Su. Aunt Su? Su Shusher looked at Su Shichi with confusion. Of course it's Dad's sister. Third sister, you can't say that you have seen father's sister. That is impossible. How could you have met Aunt Su when you were always with us? Su Shusher waved her hands and stared at her third sister with a look of conviction. Su Shichi smiled slightly. Didn't I go out this morning? You mean you saw Aunt Su this morning? That's right. And Aunt Su also praised me for my good looks. Su Shusher turned around and held Su Ziyu's hand tightly. Dad, what the third sister said is not true. Su Ziyu clearly felt the little girl's hands trembling constantly, but there was nothing he could do about it. He couldn't lie to the little girl, so Su Ziyu finally nodded. Dad, how could you do this? Su Shishir was so angry that she stamped her feet. Su Ziyu had no way to persuade the little girl and could only look at Lin Shi, hoping that she could comfort Shishir. Understanding Su Ziyu's intention, Lin Shi stood up and walked towards Shishir. Arriving in front of Shishir, Lin Shi reached out and caressed the little girl's face lovingly. Okay, Shishir, you'll see him sooner or later, so why rush it? I don't care. I must see Aunt Su today to get her judgment. After hearing what the little girl said, Lin Shi spread his hands. Su Ziyu used this little free time to send a message to his sister Su Shaoqing. Sister, I'm going to call you later, don't answer. In Ningxia Villa, a beautiful figure was busy in the kitchen. If Su Shiqi were here, she would be able to recognize at a glance that this pretty figure is the Aunt Su Shaoqing who had just called her. Ding ding ding. Who is it that sends me a message at this time? Su Shaoqing complained at this moment. After thinking about it, she took out her cell phone and took a look, and found that it was a message from his younger brother Su Ziyu. Looking at the message sent by Su Ziyu on the screen, Su Shaoqing was suddenly confused. Hey, what does this mean? She thought about it for a while but couldn't understand why Ziyu wouldn't let her answer the phone later. Forget it. Ziyu must have his own ideas. It's better to listen to him and not answer the call later. After sending the message, he quickly deleted it. Su Shishir turned around and saw Su Ziyu acting stealthily. He quickly walked up to Su Ziyu and said, Dad, what are you doing? Su Ziyu was almost frightened by the sudden appearance of the little girl. He patted his chest and stared at the little girl with a reproachful look. Shishir, you almost scared your dad to death. Seeing her father acting sneakily, Su Shishir suddenly became more suspicious. But she was too lazy to think about it now. Dad, didn't you just agree to a request of mine? My request is that you call Aunt Su now. Fortunately, Su Ziyu had made sufficient preparations, but he also had to act shocked to avoid being discovered by the little girl. Ah! Dad, didn't you just say you would agree to one of my requests? Su Ziyu patted his head and said, That's right. If you hadn't told me, I would have almost forgotten. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shishir took Su Ziyu's phone while he was not paying attention. Su Shiqi stared at Su Shishir with a reproachful look on her face. Shishir, how could you just steal Dad's phone so easily? It's none of your business. Su Shishir glanced at Su Shiqi, then ran to the side and called Su Shaocheng. Su Shiqi was immediately furious and almost rushed to Shishir and pinned her to the ground and beat her up. Shiqi, forget it. If Shishir wants to hit me, let her hit me. Oh well. Su Shiqi was a little unconvinced, but she kept her anger to herself. Su Shishir glanced at Su Shiqi and whispered, See if I can't let Aunt Su praise me later. Hello, the number you dialed is currently unanswered, please call again later. After waiting for a few minutes, Su Shishir almost collapsed when she received such bad news. But she still didn't believe it and continued to call. As time passed, the call still indicated that no one was answering the phone. Ah! Why didn't you answer my call? Su Shishir's anger was about to explode at this moment. Su Shiqi was gloating on the side, Humph, you deserve it. Su Ziyu felt distressed when he saw Shishir like this. Shishir, your aunt may still be busy now. I will ask her to call you back when she is not busy. Chapter 74. Do you think Dad is this kind of person? But Su Shishir ignored Su Ziyu. She was lost in thought at this moment. Her eyes suddenly lit up, as if she suddenly thought of something at this moment. She just saw her father operating his cell phone furtively, and then she called her aunt but she didn't answer. Could it be that my father was contacting my aunt just now, and that's why my aunt didn't answer the phone? This made her wonder if this was her father's doing just to make her third sister happy. Su Shishir always speaks her mind and never likes to hide things. Dad, did you just ask Aunt Su not to answer my call? Su Ziyu suddenly felt guilty, but he didn't dare to tell the truth. No, Shishir, do you think Dad is that kind of person? Su Ziyu unconsciously avoided Shishir's gaze. But Su Shishir didn't notice Su Ziyu's expression at this moment. Seeing that Su Ziyu was in trouble at the moment, Su Shiqi quickly explained. Shishir, how could you miss Dad so much? You know how Dad feels about us. Su Shishir nodded after hearing this. That's true. Seeing that Shishir did not continue to act unreasonably, Su Ziyu smiled slightly. At this moment, Lin Shi received a phone call and hurried out of the house. Su Ziyu originally wanted to chase after her but was surrounded by 4 little girls, so he had to give up. Su Shiryao was sitting next to Su Ziyu and was delighted. Dad, look, I made $53 not long after I bought it. Yao Yao, as long as you have RMB, you can deposit it at any time. Dad promises you that you will never lose the principal. Really? Dad? Su Shiryao believed it without a doubt. Looking at her funny fifth sister, Su Shishir giggled. Fifth sister, I think you look so funny like this. Seeing that she was being laughed at by Shishir, Su Shiryao left her phone on the table and cursed. You little bitch, if you have the guts, just stand still and stop filming. You even dare to laugh at your own sister, you must be living too long. Su Shishir stuck her butt out towards Su Shiryao and patted it gently. Fifth sister, come on. I'm not afraid of you at all. Su Shiryao gritted her teeth and clenched her fists as Shishir provoked her like this. You little bastard, don't let me catch you or you'll have to bear the consequences. Looking at such a heartwarming scene, Su Ziyu grinned. Come on. Fifth sister. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shiryao chased after Su Shishir, but Su Shishir was already fully prepared. She kept running around the sofa for several minutes, and then she lay on the sofa angrily and didn't want to move at all. Fortunately, Shishir has been urged by her third sister Su Shichi to exercise since she was a child, so this level is easy for her. Yao Yao, I've trained Shishir so well, but you look so weak, how about going for a morning run with me, your third sister? No, forget it, third sister. While saying this, Su Shiryao inexplicably felt a chill on her back, as if there was an eagle staring at her from behind. Su Ziyu echoed. Yao Yao, I agree with Chi-Chi. And Hanin, Shishir, you two also need to exercise regularly. Dad, I don't need it. I'm not weak at all. Su Shishir's bright eyes were fixed on Su Ziyu. Yes, Dad, what you said is very good. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shichi felt 3 pairs of eyes staring at her. Su Shichi shook Su Ziyu's hand aggrievedly. Dad, you see, my elder sisters seem a little unhappy. The 3 little girls looked at each other and said in unison. Dad, old man, don't listen to what Shishir third sister said. We are actually happy to do it, but we are afraid that Shishir third sister will think we are too troublesome and will not want to take us with her. Su Shichi waved her hands when she was blamed by her eldest sister and the other 2. How could that be? I'd love to have more people go jogging together. As soon as she finished speaking, Lin Xiaoyun ran out of the kitchen angrily. Sir! Sister Xiaoyun, drink a glass of water and calm down first. Seeing Lin Xiaoyun in such a hurry, Su Shirhan quickly poured a glass of water and handed it to Lin Xiaoyun. But Lin Xiaoyun did not take the cup of water from Su Shirhan's hand. After her mood calmed down a little, she took a deep breath and then spoke. Mr. Su, my wife just said that someone seemed to want to impeach her position as chairman, and asked me to wait for her to leave for about an hour before telling you. What? Which bastard dared to impeach my mother's position? Sister Xiaoyun, why did you wait so long to tell us? Su Ziyu thought. No wonder Lin Shi was so panicked just now. If he had known what would happen, he should have chased after him no matter what. Okay, Chi-Chi, don't blame your sister Xiaoyun. She didn't do it on purpose. But Dad. Before she could say anything, Su Shichi held it in. If the 4 sisters hadn't been pestering their father just now, he wouldn't have stayed. On the contrary, the other 3 sisters also had expressions of self-blame on their faces. Lin Xiaoyun, who had originally lowered her head because of Su Shishir's self-blame, slowly raised her head and peeked at Su Ziyu, who was defending her. A thought in her mind became stronger and stronger. Seeing that Su Ziyu's family was willing to lend a helping hand in such a difficult time, she secretly vowed in her heart that no matter how difficult the setbacks they encountered in the future, she would not leave them alone. Hanin, wait for Dad at home. Let's go find your mom now. Well, Dad, I will stay home with my sisters and wait for you to come back. Su Shirhan nodded. She knew that if she forced herself to go, it might distract her father from taking care of her. Su Shiryao rubbed her hands and said, Dad, I want to go with you too. Yao Yao, please don't cause any more trouble. Sister, I won't cause any trouble. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Shiryao turned around and looked at Su Ziyu with an aggrieved look on her face. Okay? Dad. Su Shiryao begged Su Ziyu aggrievedly. Su Ziyu knew that if it was any later, the shareholders' meeting might have ended, so he had no choice but to agree to the little girl's request. Okay then. Yao Yao, let's go. Without any hesitation, Su Ziyu took the little girl's hand and walked towards the parking lot. On the way to the parking lot, Su Ziyu took out his cell phone, found Lu Hong's cell phone number, edited a text message and sent it. Lu Hong, you have to give it to me no matter what. Stand firm to the pressure from other shareholders on my wife Lin Shi and wait for me to arrive. Soon the two arrived at the parking lot. Su Ziyu was afraid of wasting any more time, so after opening the car door, he quickly asked the little girl to sit in the car. Yao Yao, get in the car quickly. Oh. Chapter 75 Who Dares to Bully My People? When the security manager saw that the Alpha Nanny car with license plate 88888 was parked in front of the gate of Su Group, he trotted to the car and opened the door himself. The confused spectators at the scene burst into exclamations. Does that security guard have poor eyesight? He needs to be so respectful to a van. What are you talking about? Look carefully at the license plate. Oh my god, which rich second generation has a van with a license plate number of 88,888? Su Shiryao really enjoyed everyone's comments. Although they were not discussing her father, there was nothing more gratifying in her heart. But Su Ziyu was not in the mood to pay attention to everyone's comments. He was only thinking about how Lin Shi was doing. Although the security manager didn't know why there was such a beautiful girl in Su Ziyu's car, he was afraid that she would be bumped into, so he still reached out to protect her head. The security manager spoke respectfully. Mr. Su, the board meeting has already started. How is it going? It is said that the shareholders of the board of directors are impeaching Director Lin, but Mr. Lu strongly recommended Director Lin and was removed from the position of general manager by the shareholders. Very good, you even dare to touch my people. When Su Ziyu said this, his expression remained calm, but people who knew him knew that he was angry at the moment. Su Shiryao looked at Su Ziyu with concern. Dad, is mom in a very bad condition now? Seeing that the little girl was so worried about Lin Shi, Su Ziyu said lovingly, Don't worry, Yao Yao, your daddy will not let your mom get hurt. Take me to the meeting room now. I want to see who dares to bully me. Su Ziyu turned around and glanced at the security manager, who suddenly broke out in a cold sweat and his back was wet with sweat in an instant. Yes, Mr. Su, please follow me. Seeing the nervous security guard, Su Shiryao chuckled and said, Uncle Security, don't be so afraid of my dad. My dad is very gentle to us. Ever since Su Ziyu left Su Group last time, he followed Su Ziyu's arrangement and went to the general manager's office to ask Lu Hong for a promotion for him. However, when he arrived at the door, he found Lu Hong slumped in the office chair, not even daring to breathe. Not to mention, a general manager who was several times higher in position than him is so afraid of Su Ziyu, let alone him who is an insignificant person. But in his heart he muttered, I'd be surprised if I wasn't afraid. You are Mr. Su's daughter, he must be gentle to you. Otherwise, would Mr. Su be so gentle to me, a dispensable person? Soon, the security manager brought Su Ziyu and his daughter to the door of the conference room. When the security manager raised his hand to knock on the door, Su Ziyu immediately stopped him. Su Shiryao looked at Su Ziyu in confusion. Dad, why? Shoo. Su Ziyu quickly signaled to the little girl not to speak. Su Shiryao didn't know why her father didn't let her continue speaking, but she still chose to believe her father in her heart. Although the conference room had good sound insulation, Su Ziyu could hear the conversation inside clearly. Lu Hong said angrily, Li Yun, do you know that Director Lin was appointed by Director Su himself? Li Yun was originally his subordinate, but for some reason he recently bought out a large number of shareholders' shares. Now Li Yun's shares have exceeded 45%. What a joke, Lu Hong, you have been dismissed by me a long time ago, and you shouldn't stay here. Lu Hong ignored Li Yun and turned his attention to the other hesitant shareholders. If he could pull these shareholders over to their camp, Lin Shi would return to the position of the largest shareholder. Thinking of this, Lu Hong simply turned his attention to the other four shareholders. Zhao Qingde, Lang Ruiming, Ji Haoyu, Jiang Yuanzhang, and what Lin Donglai has done in the past few days at the group, I believe you have all witnessed it. But after the four of them looked at each other, they still did not give Lu Hong any response. For them, as long as their interests are not harmed, it doesn't matter who becomes the chairman, and now the situation is uncertain and it is difficult for them to make a choice. Lin Shi sighed when he saw this. Lin Shi said in a deep voice, Li Yun, even if your current shares exceed mine, I am the chairman appointed by Mr. Su himself. Do you still want to impeach me by force? Li Yun snorted coldly, little girl, don't keep trying to scare me with someone I've never met. I, Li Yun, was not raised to be scared. As soon as Su Ziyu raised his foot to open the door of the conference room, he was kicked out. Bang. Really? Hearing this voice, Lin Shi, who was originally at a loss, suddenly became happy. Who is it? Get out here. As Li Yun roared, a figure appeared behind Lin Shi. As the conference room was covered with dust, they could not see Su Ziyu's true face. Su Shiryao and the security manager slowly walked into the meeting room. When he saw Su Ziyu's face clearly, Lu Hong ran to Su Ziyu with grievance. Mr. Su, you are finally here. I was so anxious. When Ji Haoyu saw Su Ziyu's face, he felt as if he had seen it before. That old man who bullied my mother, please stand up now, I will skin him alive. With her father's support, Su Shiryao looked at everyone in the meeting room with an air of I am the greatest in the world. How dare this little girl act so wildly here? Security manager, throw them all out right now. Who dares to touch my daughter? Lin Shi quickly walked up to Su Shiryao and protected her behind him. Lu Hong and the security manager stood on both sides of Su Ziyu, like guards. Su Ziyu said with a smile. Have you ever asked for my opinion on impeaching my wife's shares? Who do you think you are to speak here? Li Yun still said sneerfully. With Su Ziyu by his side, Lu Hong became a little bolder. Li Yun, he is Mr. Su, the largest shareholder of the group. Oh, now that you mention it, I just remembered that there was indeed a person named Su in the original group, but I didn't expect that the person in front of me was the CEO Su who deserted the battlefield. Old man, say it again if you dare. Su Shiryao stared at Li Yun. She didn't like other people talking about Su Ziyu. I'm saying. Before Li Yun could finish his words, Su Ziyu suddenly appeared in front of him, raised his hand and slapped him on the greasy face. A crisp pop sound echoed throughout the conference room. The shareholders in the conference room were frightened by Su Ziyu's bold move and were at a loss for what to do. When Su Shiryao saw this, she actually started clapping and cheering. Dad plays well, Dad plays brilliantly, Dad plays terrifically. How dare you hit me? You must be tired of living. Li Yun clenched his gums tightly. He was a shareholder, but now he was beaten by an insignificant person. If this matter were to be spread out, he didn't know what his employees would say about him in the future. Chapter 76 Domineering Su Ziyu. As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu slapped him again. The crisp sound of pop rang out again. The slap made Li Yun's head buzz and he had no idea where he was. After the fight, Su Ziyu took out a few tissues from the conference room table with a look of disgust and kept wiping his palms. Su Ziyu seemed to be talking about some trivial things at the moment. Now I give you 3 choices. First, I will buy back your shares at twice the market value. Second, join my wife, Director Lin's camp. Third, you still choose Li Yun or continue to be a fence-sitter. At this moment, Li Yun finally came to his senses. He covered his swollen face and slowly retreated backwards involuntarily, fearing that he would be beaten badly by Su Ziyu if he was not careful. Who do you think you are to say such things? Security manager, throw him out right now. Vice President Li, I was personally appointed by Mr. Su not to follow your instructions. Seeing himself being humiliated by the security guard, he glared at the security guard fiercely. Well, a little security guard actually dared to confront his boss in person. Except for 4 wavering shareholders, the rest of the shareholders focused their attention on Li Yun. Humph, of course we choose Director Li. What about you? Su Ziyu turned his gaze to Ji Haoyu and the other 3. But the 4 of them still remained neutral and chose to remain silent. Hubby, forget it. Finally, there is someone who understands things. Don't worry, I will ask the Human Resources Department to arrange for her to be my secretary tomorrow. I will take good care of her. Li Yun licked the corner of his mouth and felt pity for Lin Shi, who had a hot body. But Su Ziyu ignored Li Yun, instead scratched Lin Shi's nose and smiled. Silly wife, don't worry, as long as I'm here, no one will bully you. You? Su Shiryao's temper almost exploded but was stopped by Su Ziyu. Yao Yao, if a dog barks in front of you and you keep paying attention to it, then you are just like it. Su Shiryao chuckled and said, Dad, can I still ignore the dog now? Of course. Su Ziyu smiled slightly. After hearing this, Lu Hong couldn't hold back his laughter anymore and kept laughing while holding his stomach. Li Yun suddenly seemed to think of something and his old face turned red. But he knew that Su Ziyu was obviously trying to provoke him, to throw him into disarray so that he could defeat him. You must remember the choice you made today. As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu took out his mobile phone from his pocket and called He Weidong, and the call was quickly connected. He Weidong's voice came from the other end of the phone. Boss Su, what can I do for you? He Weidong, someone is planning to impeach the chairman. I know you should understand. Lu Hong was stroking his beard and smiling slightly. He knew that after Su Ziyu made this call, Li Yun was finished. Hearing the name He Weidong, Ji Haoyu suddenly remembered that some time ago he and his family went to the Kaiguang Hotel for dinner and saw He Weidong being very respectful to a young man. Although he only saw the young man's profile at that time, he can now be sure that the young man is Mr. Su Ziyu in front of him. Thinking of this, his body began to tremble, but he still stood up and walked towards Su Ziyu. Although he didn't know who Su Ziyu was, if he held on to Su Ziyu, he wouldn't have to worry about the rest of his life. Mr. Su, I plan to give my shares to Director Lin unconditionally. Now all the shareholders are frightened by Ji Haoyu's action. Apart from anything else, the market price of the 3% shares in Ji Haoyu's hands is around 2 million. Of course Li Yun doesn't want Ji Haoyu to ruin his plan. Ji Haoyu, what do you mean? Literally. Ji Haoyu simply replied and looked at Su Ziyu again. Mr. Su, if you are willing to accept it, I will transfer my shares to Mr. Lin right now. After Su Ziyu hung up the phone, he looked at Ji Haoyu, who was looking expectant, and asked, Do you know what you are talking about? Of course I do. Ji Haoyu nodded heavily. Su Ziyu smiled slightly. No need for that. From now on, you just need to assist Director Lin. I won't take a single cent of your shares. I understand. Director Su, I will definitely assist Director Lin in handling the group's affairs. After saying that, Ji Haoyu pulled Lang Weiming and the other two aside. Zhao Qingde, Lang Weiming, Zhang Yuanzhang, the three of you treat me as your brothers. Do you respect my choice? The three of them looked confused but finally nodded. Do you know Kaiguang Hotel? The three of them looked at each other and said in unison, We know that Kaiguang Hotel's annual profit is similar to our group, but it also has many chain hotels under its umbrella. That's right. Last time I went to Kaiguang Hotel with my family, I saw the hotel manager being very respectful to Mr. Su. Just now when Director Su called He Weidong, it deepened my thoughts. Hearing this sudden news, the three were shocked. Then the four of them looked at each other and made a major decision. Ji Haoyu led Zhao Qingde and the other two to Su Ziyu. Watching Zhao Qingde being brought to Su Ziyu by Ji Haoyu, Li Yun felt that the situation seemed to have turned to Su Ziyu's favor. But he was not panicked at all, because he knew that even if Lin Shi's shares were added with those of Ji Haoyu and the other three, they would still not be as good as his. Mr. Su, we have decided together to support Mr. Lin to continue to serve as the chairman of the group. Su Ziyu himself did not intend to do anything extreme. After all, having a group managed by Lin Shi could stop her from going out and running around. Seeing the situation on the scene change, the shareholders who originally supported Li Yun began to feel uneasy. Su Ziyu said calmly, In everything, the shareholder group that just opposed Director Lin will take back the benefits that originally belonged to them. Upon hearing the sad news, some shareholders came to Lin Shi and prayed. Director Lin, I will obey your orders from now on. Please ask Director Su to take back his order. Lin Shi could only look to Su Ziyu to seek his advice. Husband. Before Su Ziyu could speak, Su Shiyao interrupted. Mom, I would just fire you. You'll have to bleed if you dare to do that to you just now. Well, honey, I agree with what Yao Yao said. Seeing Su Ziyu agree with Yao Yao's opinion so readily, Lin Shi was speechless. The reason why a group can grow to such a huge scale is entirely due to these shareholders. If the shareholders who target themselves are fired, the group as capital chain will be broken. Chapter 77 Wife, I respect your choice. After hearing this, the shareholders couldn't help but tremble, and their foreheads were instantly covered with sweat. Although they knew that it was impossible for Lin Shi to fire all of them as shareholders. But looking at Su Ziyu, when he said this, everyone could see that the survival of this group seemed to have nothing to do with him. Su Ziyu knew that if he didn't add insult to injury this time, the same situation would happen again next time. He thought for a while and said, Wife, you should decide for yourself. I respect your choice. Ring, ring, ring. Suddenly, Su Ziyu's message ringtone came. Thinking it was the little girl at home asking about his current situation, he took out his cell phone and took a look. It turned out to be a message from He Weidong. After reading this message, Su Ziyu was immediately delighted. It reads, Boss Su, a few days ago I discovered that someone was selling a large number of shares of the Su Group on the market. At that time, the hotel's funds had not yet been fully collected, so I took the initiative without your permission and bought back 10% of the shares. I am now sending them to the group. But even with Ji Haoyu and the other three, their shares were still less than Li Yun's, which made Su Ziyu a little embarrassed. Lin Shi knew that Su Ziyu said this because he didn't want to embarrass her. The shareholders who were praying on the side were delighted, because they knew their chance had come. After looking at each other, they made an important decision. Director Lin, the 8 of us together own 19% of the shares. We have decided to transfer 8% of the shares to your name. We just hope you won't fire the 6 of us. Lin Shi knew that these 6 shareholders were deceived by Li Yun, so they treated her like this at the shareholders' meeting. Moreover, after this incident, she realized that the 6 shareholders had already suffered heavy losses. She was about to agree when she was interrupted by Su Ziyu. Seeing that she was interrupted for no reason, Lin Shi obviously blamed Su Ziyu, but the next words made her happy. No, the 6 of you must at least hand over 11% of the shares. Su Ziyu knew that he had to make these 6 shareholders bleed heavily this time, otherwise similar situations would occur in the future. When they heard the news, the 6 people's faces became even uglier. They originally thought that Su Ziyu would stop while he was ahead, but they didn't expect that things would develop to this point. If they had chosen Lin Shi's camp earlier, they would not have lost so many shares. But they had no choice now and could only follow Su Ziyu's arrangements. Think about it carefully. If you continue to support me, I can guarantee that you will have good food and good drinks. The 6 people turned around and glared at Li Yun fiercely. This idiot wanted to drag them into the water. Lin Shi quietly pushed Su Ziyu's back to signal him to stop while he was ahead, but Su Ziyu just turned around and gave her a reassuring look. The 6 shareholders looked at each other and nodded slowly. Lin Shi was delighted to see that there were a few more shareholders supporting him. But she knew that the combined shares of these shareholders were not as much as the shares Li Yun currently held. Vice President Li Yun, you'd better leave some room for us to meet again in the future. Humph, a bitch dares to talk to me like that. Li Yun snorted coldly. As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu flashed in front of Li Yun and grabbed his neck tightly when he was not paying attention. With a wave of his hand, Li Yun fell onto an office chair not far away. If you dare to disrespect my wife again, I will kill you next time. Everyone at the scene was frightened by Su Ziyu, who acted like a ferocious beast. They were all secretly happy that they did not go against Su Ziyu, otherwise it would be one of them who fell on the office chair. Li Yun endured the severe pain and stood up with difficulty. Well, what if I continue talking? A bitch is a bitch. Seeing Su Ziyu slowly walking towards Li Yun, Lin Shi quickly stood in front of him. Lin Shi didn't want Su Ziyu to be forced to go to jail because of these trivial matters, because then his daughters would have to experience the pain of losing their father once again. Thank you, honey, for everything you've done for me. Lin Shi's voice finally brought Su Ziyu back to his senses. Dong dong dong. Before everyone could react, a woman in a suit ran up to Su Ziyu angrily. Mr. Su, this is the Su Group share transfer document that manager he asked me to bring to you. Well, tell Li Weidong that I'm interested. Okay, Mr. Su. The woman handed the share transfer document to Su Ziyu and left everyone's sight. Su Group? Li Yun was stunned. He knew that the share transfer document in Su Ziyu's hand was most likely the remaining 10% of the shares. Thinking of this, he instantly collapsed to the ground, and there were some unknown water stains on the ground. When everyone saw this, they covered their noses for fear of being overwhelmed by the pungent smell. Lu Hong, please help me transfer the share transfer document to my wife's name. Also, help me find out how much rebate Li Yun embezzled from the group by taking advantage of his position. Okay, Mr. Su. After explaining everything, Su Ziyu turned his gaze to Lin Shi. My dear wife, could you please give me a tour of your office? Not serious. Lin Shi smiled slightly. Seeing that Lin Shi agreed, Su Ziyu was delighted. Now he finally had the chance to be alone with Lin Shi. He quickly turned around to look at the little girl behind him. Yao Yao, go look around first. Daddy will go to Mommy's office to take a look. Got it, Dad. Su Shiryao knew that she was redundant at the moment and could only nod helplessly. Looking at the desk filled with documents, Su Ziyu felt inexplicably distressed. Hearing the creaking sound, Su Ziyu turned around and glanced at Lin Shi. My dear wife, you locked the door because you want to do something bad to me, your husband. After saying that, Su Ziyu slowly took off his jacket. At this moment, Lin Shi lowered her head shyly. What are you doing? Put on your clothes quickly. And in her heart she muttered, it really proves the old saying that the older you get, the more frivolous you become. Honey, what are you thinking about? I just took off my shirt because I was too hot. Are you thinking about that? Seeing such a lovely and charming Lin Shi, Su Ziyu teased her. Lin Shi rolled his eyes at Su Ziyu at this moment. Tell me the truth, what's going on? My dear wife, what do you want me to confess? How dare you act crazy and stupid in front of me? Tell me the truth, who is he Wei Dong? How come someone sent you the share transfer agreement after you made a phone call? My dear wife, didn't I tell you? I also have a listed hotel and he Wei Dong is the manager of the hotel. Lin Shi looked at Su Ziyu with full faith. No matter what he said, she would not believe it. After all, in her impression, having a listed company is already a great achievement, not to mention that Su Ziyu also owns a hotel. Su Ziyu could see that no matter how much he continued, Lin Shi wouldn't believe what he said, so he simply explained. My dear wife, I'm afraid you're still thinking about the unpleasant things that happened just now, so I want to make you happy. Chapter 78, What? Can it be done this way? Afraid that Lin Shi would exhaust himself reading all those documents, he sat down in his office chair and carefully looked through the documents without thinking. Looking at Su Ziyu's serious look, Lin Shi was stunned for a moment. She didn't expect Su Ziyu to be so handsome when he was serious. In the monitoring room, the security manager was directing employees to check every place carefully. Manager, look next to the finance office on the second floor. That woman seems to be Vice President Li Yun's wife. A young man, who was only about 21 or 22 years old, pointed at a suspicious place on the display screen and said, Wow, this crazy woman actually dared to mess with the little girl brought by Mr. Su. The security manager directly took out the wireless intercom behind him. This is the monitoring room. Attention all security personnel on the second floor. Please gather in the finance office as soon as possible. I repeat, all security personnel please gather at the door of the finance office. As soon as he finished speaking, the security manager hurried out of the monitoring room. This made the staff in the monitoring room feel confused. In their impression, the security manager has always been very calm, but now he is making such a big fuss for a little girl. Dong dong dong. At this moment, there were bursts of knocks on the door, breaking the silence. Su Ziyu still looked at the document in his hand and asked, Who is it? The security manager's urgent voice came from outside the door, Mr. Su, I have something important to report. Su Ziyu knew that the security guard was so anxious because something must have happened and that was why he needed to come to him. Come in. Mr. Su, you locked the door. After hearing this, Lin Shi smiled awkwardly. She had something to ask Su Ziyu just now, and she locked the door because she didn't want anyone to disturb them. He then stood up and opened the office door. Seeing the security manager suddenly rushing in, Lin Shi was obviously displeased. Mr. Su, the little girl who came with you is being bullied. Please go over there immediately. What? Su Ziyu was startled and stood up suddenly. There was actually someone in his group bullying his daughter. This person must be very bold. The security manager looked at Su Ziyu at this moment as if he were a ferocious beast, emitting coldness all over his body. Wife, stay here for a while. I'll go find Yao Yao now. Hubby, I'd better go with you. After what happened just now, how could Lin Shi let Su Ziyu go alone? Seeing Lin Shi so determined, Su Ziyu could only nod and agree. Where is my daughter now? On the second floor, next to the finance office. The security manager didn't care about the pain in his eyes caused by the sweat. As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu strode out of the office. When he arrived at the elevator, he found that it was still descending. The chairman's office was on the 19th floor. At this moment, he just wanted to appear next to the little girl as soon as possible. The last time he came to inspect the Su group, he discovered the green channel. Watching the elevator slowly descending, Su Ziyu could only go through the green channel. Soon, Su Ziyu, drenched in sweat, finally reached the second floor. Not knowing the direction of the finance office, he could only search blindly. Little girl, how dare you steal my wallet? I didn't, I found it. Hearing the little girl crying, Su Ziyu quickly walked through the crowd and came to the little girl. When the little girl saw Su Ziyu, she threw herself into Su Ziyu's arms and cried. Dad, I didn't steal anyone's wallet. Dad knows. He didn't care who was right or wrong at this moment, he could only comfort the little girl's emotions first. Are you her parent? Hearing the shrill voice, Su Ziyu slowly raised his head. Looking at the woman in front of him wearing a high-end imitation Chanel dress, Su Ziyu felt particularly disgusted for some reason. Yes, she is my daughter. She just stole my Hermes bag and I found out. Now $3,000 is missing from my bag. As her father, you should compensate her. You said my daughter stole 3,000 from you, but as an elder, can you insult a child like this? After waiting for a while, Suziyu slowly said, if you want me to pay back the RMB, apologize to my daughter first. No. The middle-aged woman originally wanted to refuse, but when she met Suziyu's eyes, her hair stood on end. The middle-aged woman yelled, don't even think about it. You stole my RMB and you want me to apologize. You're dreaming. All of a sudden, the group employees gathered around and pointed fingers at him. Such a young girl actually learned to steal RMB. I don't know how adults teach their children. The little girl looked pretty, but I didn't expect she was this kind of person. Just call the police. Suziyu could feel that the little girl was already crying like a tearful person at this moment. Dad, I don't have it. I really don't have it. Silly girl, Dad knows you wouldn't do such a thing. Ding dong, congratulations to the host for successfully activating the mission. Task 1, ignore the middle-aged woman and take her daughter away. Reward, 10 million renminbi. Mission 2, clear your daughter's name, and you will be rewarded with 8 bottles of gene enhancement potion. Task 3, resolve the problem with violence and reward 1 listed company. Suziyu was speechless for a moment. The reward given this time didn't seem to be that good. I sense the host's heart rate is accelerating. If you fail to complete the task within 10 minutes, all previous rewards will be invalidated. Nanny, it can be operated like this. Suziyu was shocked. What would happen to his wife and daughter if he really couldn't finish it on time? Host, start the 10-minute countdown. Hearing the voice, Suziyu didn't care about the middle-aged woman and looked around hurriedly, praying that there was a surveillance camera nearby that he could check. He took a look and was immediately delighted when he found out there was actually a surveillance camera nearby. Yao Yao, did you just pick up the bag at the door of the finance office? No, Dad is under surveillance. After hearing what the little girl said, Suziyu felt the situation was becoming increasingly difficult. Moreover, the task assigned by the system this time was timed, and Suziyu felt a little worried when he thought about it. Do you have any evidence that my daughter took your RMB? Although I have no evidence, how could I, as the wife of a chairman, frame a little girl? Suziyu asked back, you said you are the chairman's wife, then tell me who is the current chairman? The middle-aged woman said proudly, of course it's my husband Li Yun. The chairman had not yet been announced within the group, and everyone thought that the chairman was now Li Yun, so they all came forward to greet the middle-aged woman. Madam Chairman, you didn't even bother to tell the servants to pick you up when you came. Madam Chairman, they must be here for a secret visit. How could they possibly notify us? Chapter 79, Don't treat me like a child. Hearing everyone complimenting her like that, the middle-aged woman looked very proud. When he learned that Suziyu was in the finance office on the second floor, he hurriedly ran towards Suziyu with the stack of information he had just looked up. When he first arrived, he found that the corridor where the finance office was located was already full of employees, but when he thought that Suziyu might be among the crowd, he squeezed his way through the crowd. When he saw that Suziyu was unhappy, he spoke quickly. Mr. Su, I'm sorry I'm late. You asked me to check the rebates that Li Yun obtained from the group by taking advantage of his position. As soon as he finished speaking, Lu Hong handed the information in his hand to Suziyu with great respect. The employees who had been complimenting the middle-aged woman were suddenly frightened by the sudden news. Impossible, Li Yun would never do such a thing. Everyone was stunned when they saw the scene. They all exclaimed in surprise. Who on earth is this person? General Manager Lu Hong is so respectful to him. From the looks of it, General Manager Lu Hong seems to be a subordinate and that man seems to be a superior. I remember now. The last time I saw General Manager Lu Hong, he seemed to call him Mr. Su. Suziyu knew that if he didn't complete the task, he would run out of time, so he thought for a while and then spoke. Anyone who can provide useful clues will be rewarded. A young woman standing in front of the finance office door was secretly delighted to hear the news. When she came back from the ladies' room, she happened to see the middle-aged woman framing Su Shiryao. But because the middle-aged woman was Li Yun's wife and he didn't want to get into trouble, he buried what he saw deep in his heart. She thought for a while, then trotted over to Suziyu with a flattering look. Mr. Su, I just saw Vice President Li Yun's wife deliberately drop her bag on the ground. Later, the little girl saw it and handed the bag back to her. After hearing this, the middle-aged woman was obviously a little flustered, but she quickly calmed down. Humph, you need evidence to say this or I can accuse you of slander. Fortunately, the young woman had just recorded the scene in which the middle-aged woman framed Su Shiryao on her mobile phone. Of course I have evidence. The young woman remained firm in her attitude and spoke in a serious voice. It doesn't look like you're lying. The young woman then took out her cell phone from her pocket and broadcast what had just happened in front of everyone. When the middle-aged woman saw this video, her face looked as if she had stepped on dog shit. This video must be fake, it must be fake. After saying that, the middle-aged woman hurriedly disappeared from everyone's sight. Although Lin Shi had just arrived, she knew everything from what other people said. She didn't expect that Su Ziyu had become different at this moment. Seeing the little girl's red eyes, as if she had just cried, Lin Shi asked hurriedly, "Yao Yao, are you okay?" "Mom, nothing can happen to me with Dad here." Seeing her mother coming, Su Shiryao quickly wiped the tears from her eyes and giggled. Lin Shi knew that the little girl said that because she was afraid that she would worry. The young woman clenched her fists and mustered up the courage to ask Su Ziyu, "Mr. Su, is it true that you just said that there will be a reward for providing favorable evidence?" "Of course it's true. I'll leave this matter of Lu Hong to you. Please rest assured, Mr. Su, I will definitely not let you down." Lu Hong nodded and responded. The security manager at the side wisely directed the security personnel to disperse all the employees on the scene, leaving only Su Ziyu and his 3 companions and Lu Hong and his 4 companions. Su Ziyu was too lazy to think about other things at the moment and asked quickly, "System, is the mission completed?" "Ding dong, congratulations to the host for successfully completing the mission. 8 bottles of gene enhancement potion as a reward." After hearing the news, Su Ziyu finally felt relieved. "Host, please decide where to store the genetic enhancement potion." "Put the genetic enhancement potion in my jacket pocket." "Okay, it has been stored in the host's jacket pocket." Including the detailed instructions for using the gene enhancement drug, which is also placed in the host's pocket. Su Ziyu clearly felt that his shirt pocket had become a lot heavier. "By the way, Lu Hong, I don't want anyone like Li Yun to appear in the group again." "Understood, Mr. Su, from now on I will strictly control the internal affairs of the group. I don't care about anything else, I just need the result." "Yes, Mr. Su." Lu Hong nodded, then respectfully left the presence of Su Ziyu and the other 2. The little girl looked at Su Ziyu and Lin Shi with anticipation. "Dad, Mom, are you 2 free later?" "Yao Yao, Daddy will be fine later." "Are you going to take Daddy somewhere?" Su Ziyu was the first to answer the little girl's questions. "What about Mom?" Lin Shi originally planned to deal with this matter and then return to the chairman's office to read the rest of the documents, but now she didn't want the little girl to be sad. I could only nod, "Mom will be fine later." "Yeah, Dad and Mom will be fine later." Hearing her father and mother say that everything was okay, the little girl jumped up happily. Su Shiryao took advantage of Su Ziyu's carelessness and pulled him aside. "Dad, I am creating an opportunity for you now, you must seize this opportunity." Su Ziyu was a little confused. "Yao Yao, what are you talking about? Why can't Dad understand?" He. "Dad, I'll find a chance to go home later. I'll give you and Mom some time alone." Looking at the smart little girl, Su Ziyu's face instantly broke into a smile. Although he knew that the little girl was very sensible, he didn't expect her to be so sensible. "Silly girl, how can Dad and Mom feel at ease if you go back alone?" "Dad, I'm an adult now, please don't treat me like a child all the time." The little girl put her hands on her hips and with a look of dissatisfaction, she pushed up the 2 breasts in front of her body in front of Su Ziyu. Su Ziyu finally felt relieved. "Okay then. Although Dad is relieved, your Mom may not be. Dad will arrange someone to send you back later." "Oh well." Su Shiryao knew that if she continued to waste time, her father and mother would have less time alone together, so she could only nod and agree. Lin Shi turned around and said to Lin Shi, "Mom, I'm going back first. You have to have fun with Dad." As soon as the little girl finished speaking, Su Ziyu edited a text message and sent it to the security manager. "Please arrange to send my daughter back to Yunting Tiange." The security manager who was patrolling in the monitoring room was overwhelmed by the text message sent by Su Ziyu. "Daughter, what daughter?" Soon a beautiful figure appeared in the security manager's mind. Could it be that Mr. Su was talking about her? The security manager quickly called upon several security personnel who had just been to the 2nd floor to look for Su Shiryao. Chapter 80, Holding Hands Feels So Good. "Have you seen Mr. Su's daughter? Where is she now?" "Boss, she is in the lobby on the 1st floor." The security manager finally understood Su Ziyu's intention, stood up and ran out of the monitoring room quickly. Hubby, what did you say to Yao Yao? Why does she want to go back now? Lin Shi looked obviously unhappy. He explained to Lin Shi, my dear wife, don't you understand yet? Yao Yao wants us to have more time alone, so she asked if we were okay. After hearing this, Lin Shi thought that the little girl was so supportive that he should give her an extra chicken drumstick. Su Ziyu smiled slightly. My dear wife, my time from now on is yours. Go wherever you want. Well, then I want to go and see where you used to live. Lin Shi thought for a while. Su Ziyu was shocked. It was obvious that he did not expect Lin Shi to say that. Where I used to live? If it's inconvenient, forget it. Lin Shi was a little disappointed. Of course, my dear wife, let's go. After hearing this, Lin Shi, who was originally feeling disappointed, felt delighted. After thinking about it for so many years, she finally got to see Su Ziyu's previous life. Lin Shi lowered her head and replied shyly. At this moment, Lin Shi's heart was beating wildly, like a little girl who had just fallen in love. She had no idea where to put her hands. Looking at Lin Shi, who was so nervous, Su Ziyu knew that if he didn't do something, he would be wasting the opportunity created for him by the little girl. So he plucked up the courage to hold Lin Shi's hand. Lin Shi was frightened by Su Ziyu's sudden action. Although she and Su Ziyu were married 18 years ago, she had never had any contact with the opposite sex in these 18 years, let alone holding hands with someone of the opposite sex. At this moment, two elves appeared beside her ears, forcing her to make a choice. White elf, Lin Shi, haven't you always hoped that this would happen? Black elf, Lin Shi, I think you should refuse, otherwise Su Ziyu will soon hate this relationship, and you can imagine what will happen then. White elf, Lin Shi, no, you have to trust Su Ziyu. Black elf, Humph, all men are like this. The black and white elves kept talking to each other, making Lin Shi feel a bit overwhelmed. And she also felt that what the two elves said made sense. Su Ziyu felt a little embarrassed at this moment. Although he had a girlfriend, this was the first time he held a woman's hand in such a long time. And the first time he held hands was with Lin Shi. This made Su Ziyu feel that holding hands felt really good. He hoped to see the answer from Lin Shi's expression, so he secretly glanced at Lin Shi. At this moment, Lin Shi frowned and yelled, "Okay, stop talking." At this moment, he thought that he was too abrupt, which was why Lin Shi acted like this, so he was about to pull his hand back. Lin Shi felt that if he didn't make a decision, he would lose something precious in his life, so he subconsciously held Su Ziyu's hand tightly. But she was still a little embarrassed. If she hadn't yelled at him, Su Ziyu wouldn't have pulled his hand away. Seeing that Lin Shi was not angry but held him tightly, he felt very happy in his heart. Honey, I didn't mean to yell at you just now. I know. Su Ziyu smiled slightly. Hubby, let's go. Su Ziyu didn't want to waste time here, so he nodded. Holding Lin Shi's hand, he walked towards the VLP parking area. Since the distance was relatively short, the two quickly reached the VLP parking area. When they arrived at the parking lot, Su Ziyu pulled his hand out. Lin Shi thought that Su Ziyu didn't want to be seen by others. After all, they didn't meet anyone else on the way to the parking lot. It seemed like it was deliberately arranged. My dear wife, please get in the car quickly. Hearing the deep and powerful voice, Lin Shi raised her head. Only then did she realize that she had misunderstood Su Ziyu again. Seeing that Lin Shi looked unwell, Su Ziyu felt a little confused. He wondered if Lin Shi was in a hurry to pee, so he didn't dare to move. Thinking of this, Su Ziyu didn't even bother to close the car door and quickly walked to Lin Shi's side, bending over and preparing to pick her up. Honey, what are you doing? Wife, don't you want to go to the bathroom like this? I don't know if it was because of Su Ziyu's answer or because she was shy, but Lin Shi's little face instantly turned red to her ears. He quickly explained in a low voice, "You are so dishonest, you can't even tell this." Su Ziyu touched his hair with a puzzled look on his face. Why am I so dishonest? Why are you still standing there? If you keep dawdling, we'll really run out of time. As soon as he got in the car, Lin Shi urged him on. What's the point of thinking so much? It's better to be practical. Su Ziyu grinned and said, "My dear wife, please wait for me for a moment. I will go get something and be back soon." Before Lin Shi could speak, Su Ziyu ran away. Lin Shi smiled helplessly. In her mind, Su Ziyu was as naughty as a child at this moment. But she took advantage of Su Ziyu's inattention and followed him. Arriving at the parking area of the Alpha Nanny car, Suziyu smiled slightly. Luckily, I remembered that the Tiffany diamond ring given by the system last time is still in the Alpha Nanny car. It would be embarrassing if I forgot it this time. Without any hesitation, he opened the car door and began to look for the Tiffany diamond ring. Hey, why can't I find it? Are you looking for a Tiffany diamond ring? Yeah, you. Before he could finish his words, Suziyu was completely stunned. Wife, why are you here? Looking at the nervous Suziyu, Lin-Shi couldn't help but tease him. Are you feeling guilty? Which girl is this Tiffany diamond ring for? Yes, I am planning to give it to my woman. This time Suziyu learned his lesson. He wanted to see what position he held in Lin-Shi's heart. Last night, when Lin-Shi was half asleep, he accidentally discovered that while he was sleeping, Suziyu secretly searched the internet for some information on how to create an atmosphere to propose to a girl. She knew that Suziyu was trying to tease her, so she might as well use the same trick against her. Okay, then go find your woman. I'll go back first. As soon as he finished speaking, Lin-Shi turned around and prepared to leave. Hey, how could this happen? I clearly did what was said online. Could it be that Lin-Shi doesn't buy it? When I raised my head, I realized that Lin-Shi had already walked 5 or 6 meters. Seeing Lin-Shi getting farther and farther away from him, he originally planned to call Lin-Shi to stop him, but words inexplicably came out of his mouth. My dear wife, I bought this Tiffany diamond ring especially for you. When Lin-Shi heard that Suziyu bought it specially for her, she stopped in her tracks. When Suziyu saw Lin-Shi stop moving forward, he was delighted. Chapter 81 Expressing My Love for You. The online tutorials are really useful. Thinking of this, Suziyu quickly walked up to Lin-Shi, stretched out his hand and hugged her in his arms. My dear wife, I'm on fire and you have to help me put it out. Lin-Shi had a confused look on his face and had no idea what Suziyu meant by this. Just as she was thinking about it, Suziyu lowered his head and kissed Lin-Shi domineeringly. Lin-Shi was frightened by Suziyu's action. After all, this happened in public, so she quickly pushed him away. Do you know what you are doing? Frightened by Suziyu's sudden action, Lin-Shi shyly grasped the hem of her skirt with both hands. My dear wife, of course I know what I am doing. I am. Speaking of this, Suziyu will cut to the chase. After all, this part is not included in the online tutorial. What? I'm expressing my love for you. Suziyu smiled slightly. As soon as he finished speaking, he knelt on one knee and said sincerely, My dear wife, this Tiffany diamond ring represents my life. I am willing to protect you for the rest of my life. Are you willing to accept it? You old pervert, get up quickly. Seeing Suziyu still standing on the ground, Lin-Shi nodded shyly. Isn't it enough that I agree? Hurry up and get up, it will be bad if someone sees you. My dear wife, I wish more people could see it, so that no one would dare to bully you. When she was in Shanghai, Lin-Shi had always envied other female colleagues because there was a boy who could propose to them. After longing for so long, it was finally her turn. Although Suziyu was not proposing to her at this moment, she still felt happy in her heart. Lin-Shi and Suziyu are husband and wife in reality, but not in name. Suziyu knew that although Lin-Shi didn't say it, he definitely wanted to write his and the children's names in his household registration book. Lin-Shi stared at Suziyu with anticipation. Honey, does this count as you proposing to me? My dear wife, of course not. Seeing that Suziyu rejected his answer, Lin-Shi was obviously a little disappointed. I plan to gather the rest of my daughters and go to Shanghai to meet your family. Really? Lin-Shi asked ecstatically. Suziyu took the Tiffany diamond ring out of the gift box with his right hand, then took Lin-Shi's left hand and prepared to put the Tiffany diamond ring on her, but he was stopped before he put it on. Lin-Shi pouted and complained. Hubby, how can you put a diamond ring on my middle finger when I haven't even met my parents yet? Suziyu touched his head awkwardly, then took Lin-Shi's right hand and put the Tiffany diamond ring on her middle finger. My dear wife, I am not inexperienced after all, am I? Lin-Shi rolled his eyes in annoyance. Suziyu's words made her sound as if she had experience. Hubby, let's go. Take me to see the place where you used to live. Lin-Shi looked at Suziyu, his eyes full of anticipation. It seemed that at this moment Lin-Shi couldn't wait to see Suziyu's previous life. My dear wife, where do you want me to take you to see? Where you lived before, of course. The moment Lin-Shi came to Huaizhong, he heard from his daughters that when Hanin and Shishir met Suziyu, Suziyu's life was not actually very comfortable. He bought the Yulong villa so that his daughters could have a comfortable environment. Although she believed what her daughters said, she still couldn't help but want to go and see in person where Su Ziyu used to live. She thought she had expressed herself clearly. After all, a man and a woman were alone in the same room, and she would never believe it if you said nothing would happen. But at this moment, Su Ziyu just stood there in a daze, making Lin Shi beside him anxious. No? Lin Shi's clear voice brought Su Ziyu back to his senses. Su Ziyu smiled faintly and said, "Of course, my dear wife." As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu walked to Lin Shi's side, took her hand and walked towards the Pagani Weilong parking lot in the distance. Feeling the warmth coming from Su Ziyu's broad palm, Lin Shi's heart began to flutter. "Husband, you drive." After saying that, Lin Shi handed the car keys of the Pagani Veyron to Su Ziyu. As soon as Lin Shi touched Su Ziyu's hand, he quickly pulled his hand back as if he had been electrocuted. Looking at the petite and cute Lin Shi, Su Ziyu giggled. "My dear wife, you look so beautiful like this." Lin Shi didn't expect that Su Ziyu would praise her so directly, and her little face turned red all of a sudden. Then he happily sat in the back row. Su Ziyu felt a little lost at this moment when he saw Lin Shi leaving him alone in the front row. "My dear wife, why don't you sit with me?" But as soon as Lin Shi got in the car, she lowered her head and fiddled with the Tiffany diamond ring that Su Ziyu gave her, and ignored him. As soon as Su Ziyu got in the car, he stroked the familiar steering wheel and muttered to himself, "This Pagani Veyron is still more comfortable to drive." Lin Shi didn't pay much attention to the diamond ring in her hand just now, but now she is looking at this Tiffany diamond ring with an Edwardian design. The main stone, cut in a patented cushion shape, is carefully inlaid with fine diamonds, exuding a retro and gorgeous style. Along the way, Su Ziyu stole a few glances at Lin Shi from the rearview mirror in the car. Seeing Lin Shi looking so attentively, Su Ziyu was stunned for a moment. After driving for more than half an hour, Su Ziyu drove into a dilapidated neighborhood. In the security room, the lazy Grandpa Lu was stunned when he saw a luxurious Pagani Veyron. He thought someone was coming to see the house and hurried out of the security room. There are some elderly people living in the community and there are no parking lots nearby, so Su Ziyu parked his car in front of the security office. "My dear, we are here." After hearing Su Ziyu's voice, Lin Shi came back to his senses and slowly raised his head. When she saw the original appearance of the community, Lin Shi couldn't help but frowned. Although she knew that Su Ziyu's life was not going well, she didn't expect that he would live in such a dilapidated community. "Hubby, did you really live here before?" Su Ziyu scratched his head awkwardly and spoke in a low voice. Just then, an old voice came from not far away. "Excuse me, are you here to look at the house?" When he heard this familiar voice, Su Ziyu slowly turned around and looked at the old man in front of him. When Uncle Lu saw Su Ziyu's appearance clearly, he looked puzzled and said, "Young man, have we met before somewhere?" Su Ziyu said softly, "Uncle Lu, of course we have met before. I have lived here for several years." After hearing what Su Ziyu said, Grandpa Lu looked puzzled. "I have hardly seen anyone in the community, but I seem to." Chapter 82, Staying at this time. When looking closely at Su Ziyu's appearance, Uncle Lu was shocked. Uncle Lu pointed at Su Ziyu with his trembling left hand. You are Ziyu. Uncle Lin, long time no see." "Ziyu, I didn't expect that you had been gone for such a short time that I almost didn't recognize you." Lin Shi pushed Su Ziyu from behind. "Husband, why don't you introduce this gentleman to me?" Su Ziyu finally reacted and said with a smile, "My dear wife, this is Uncle Lu who took good care of me when I lived in the community." Seeing this, Lin Shi walked forward and greeted politely, "Uncle Lu, hello, I am Ziyu's wife Lin Shi." Uncle Lu was shocked instantly. Su Ziyu had just left for a short time, how come he suddenly had a wife? Uncle Lu pushed his reading glasses and looked at Lin Shi carefully. He nodded with great satisfaction, "Ziyu, I am really pleased that I can see you get married and have a daughter in my lifetime." Lin Shi clenched his fist and whispered, "Uncle Lu, can I come and see where Ziyu lives?" "Of course." After that, he slowly walked into the security office, took out the key to room 304 and handed it to Su Ziyu. "Ziyu, go quickly. Don't let the little girl wait anxiously." "Uncle Lu, let's go." Uncle Lu smiled and waved his hand, "Go. Go." It is now 4:30 in the afternoon, and the elderly tenants in the community are all lying at home to rest, resulting in the community being empty. Lin Shi took Su Ziyu's arm and slowly walked towards the rental house where he originally lived. "Honey, you are pretty popular, right?" "That's right, my dear wife, your husband is very popular." Lin Shi rolled her eyes at Su Ziyu. It was rare for her to praise him, but he was still catching his breath. There was no elevator on the dilapidated floor, so the two had to climb the stairs. Su Ziyu looked back at Lin Shi. My dear wife, let me carry you on my back. I don't want you to get tired. I don't want to. It will be bad if someone sees us later. Lin Shi crossed his arms over his chest and said. But Su Ziyu immediately became anxious. My dear wife, you have to listen even if you don't want to. As he spoke, Su Ziyu half knelt in front of her, motioning her to come up. Lin Shi knew that she couldn't beat Su Ziyu, so she just lay on his back obediently. Hubby, remember to tell me when you are tired. Lin Shi raised the corner of his mouth, rested his head on Su Ziyu's shoulder, and spoke softly. Silly wife, this weight is a piece of cake for your husband. Of course, it was impossible for Su Ziyu to feel tired at all. With his body strengthened by the martial arts skill card, even if he was asked to run 10 kilometers at this moment, it would be no problem, let alone carrying Lin Shi for a distance. Lin Shi's heart warmed. Lying on Su Ziyu's back, she felt more secure than ever before. This feeling instantly made her completely fascinated. A thought sprouted in her mind, it would be nice if I could stay at this time forever. But as soon as this thought came out, it was immediately denied by Lin Shi. After all, she still has a daughter, and it is impossible for her to tie Su Ziyu to her side out of selfishness. Not sure whether Su Ziyu was deliberately walking slowly or was just exhausted, but when Lin Shi looked up he realized that he had just reached the second floor. Lin Shi felt distressed. Husband, please put me down. Silly wife, we'll be there soon, so just relax and lie on your husband's back for a while. Su Ziyu smiled slightly, then slowly climbed towards the third floor. After hearing what Su Ziyu said, Lin Shi could only keep what he hadn't finished saying to himself and lay on Su Ziyu's back at ease. But the good times didn't last long, and soon the two climbed up to the third floor and arrived at the door of room 304. Lin Shi patted Su Ziyu's back and signaled him to put him down. Hubby, now we're here, why don't you put me down? My dear wife, I will put it down for you right away. Su Ziyu was afraid that Lin Shi would fall, so he half crouched down again. Then he inserted the key that Uncle Lu had just given him into the keyhole, and with a click, the door of room 304 opened. As soon as they opened the door, a pungent smell instantly hit Su Ziyu and the others. Su Ziyu knew that the room was unoccupied and that if it was closed for too long it would produce these pungent smells. My dear wife, please wait outside for a moment and I will be able to clean it up in no time. After Su Ziyu gave some instructions, he walked into the room alone, covering his nose. Taking a look at the corner covered with spider webs, Lin Shi knew that Su Ziyu's life had been more difficult than he thought. Relying on his memory, Su Ziyu quickly found the broom and started to work in the room. Lin Shi couldn't help but frown and walked into the room. Honey, be careful, there's water on the ground. As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu realized that Lin Shi was no longer able to stand steadily. When she was about to fall, Su Ziyu subconsciously threw the broom in his hand to the ground, then quickly walked to Lin Shi and hugged her waist. The two looked at each other, and Su Ziyu slowly closed his eyes as if he had been electrocuted. Lin Shi was instantly amused by him. Honey, can you pull me up first? Hee, okay, my dear wife, I'll do it right away. Su Ziyu smiled awkwardly. Looking at Su Ziyu, who was so nervous, Lin Shi chuckled. Honey, you look so funny. Su Ziyu ignored Lin Shi's answer and pulled her to the window and opened it for her himself, allowing her to breathe some fresh air. Seeing that Lin Shi felt a little more comfortable, Su Ziyu started to get busy again. After a busy period, Su Ziyu finally cleaned the room. Only then did Lin Shi see the original appearance of the room. On both sides of the door there was a simple main room and a simple guest room, and there wasn't even a kitchen. The furnishings in the room were rather ordinary, with only a creaking wooden bed in each of the main room and the guest room. She began to feel inexplicably distressed. She had been able to get through her difficult life with the company of her daughters, but what about Su Ziyu? It was hard for her to imagine how Su Ziyu had managed to survive in the past. Although the room was cleaned by Su Ziyu, there was still a slight pungent smell in the air. He didn't want Lin Shi to stay in this environment, so he urged him quickly. My dear wife, let's go quickly. Lin Shi thought for a while and said, but I want to stay a little longer. Su Ziyu smiled faintly. Okay then. We'll leave after staying for a while. Seeing Lin Shi hammering her numb feet, Su Ziyu said, my dear wife, if you are tired of standing, sit on the bed and rest for a while. After saying that, Su Ziyu spread his coat on the bed and motioned to Lin Shi that he could sit down. Fortunately, before Su Ziyu came, he secretly placed 8 bottles of gene enhancement drugs in the Alpha Nanny car while Lin Shi was not paying attention. Before Lin Shi's body touched the wooden bed, a click sound was heard from the bed. Be careful, wife. Su Ziyu stretched out his hand, instantly wrapped his arm around her waist, and pulled her into his arms. Chapter 83. Even Dad Dare to Flirt. Lin Shi felt the hormones emanating from Su Ziyu. Her face turned red and she quickly pushed him away. Lin, she said in a tender voice. Honey, what should I do? The bed collapsed because of me sitting on it. It will be bad if Mr. Lu asks about it later. Su Ziyu caressed Lin Shi's head lovingly and said, My dear wife, it's okay. I'll tell Uncle Lu that I did something wrong. But in his heart he muttered, Uncle Lu is so good to me, he will definitely not blame me. But Lin Shi was obviously hesitant. Uncle Lu broke his bed the first time they met. Wouldn't it be awkward when they met next time? My dear wife, just listen to me and relax. Crack. The wooden bed made a loud noise again. This time the entire wooden bed was broken beyond repair. Hearing the loud noise coming from room 304, the neighbor next door rushed in. Who's in there? When the neighbor ran into room 304, he was stunned when he saw Su Ziyu's face. Xiao Su, are you ready to move back home? No, Auntie Lin. I am here with my wife to see my previous life today. Mrs. Lin frowned. Xiao Su, tell me honestly, is your wife the vixen Lin Fair? Su Ziyu smiled and said, Of course not, Auntie Lin. This is my former neighbor who took good care of me. No, Auntie, don't worry. Aunt Lin patted her chest and then glanced at Lin Shi who was hiding behind Su Ziyu. Well. Xiao Su, you have a good eye. This lady is quite satisfied. Lin Shi said happily, Auntie Lin, thanks to you for taking care of Ziyu in the past, Lin Shi would like to express her gratitude. As soon as he finished speaking, he was about to bow to Aunt Lin, but she stopped him. Aunt Lin chuckled and said, Girl, you are being too polite when you say that. Both she and other elderly people in the community like Su Ziyu very much. During the time Su Ziyu lived there, Su Ziyu did not look down on them like other young people do because they are old. Instead, he helped and protected them everywhere. In the past, Su Ziyu was bewitched by Lin Fair, causing him to not listen to anything they said. But now, seeing that Su Ziyu has a happy family, and even hearing from Mr. Lu from the security department that someone who claimed to be Su's daughter came to see her some time ago, she felt a burst of joy in her heart when she thought of this. Su Ziyu tried to block the collapsed wooden bed, but was still spotted by Aunt Lin's sharp eyes. Xiao Su, girl, am I disturbing you? Lin, she explained, Auntie Lin, it's not like that. Let me explain. But Aunt Lin said with a nonchalant look on her face. Girl, I'm an experienced person and I know everything you young people want to do. I won't say more. I have something to do at home, so I'll leave first. As soon as Aunt Lin left, Lin Shi walked up to Su Ziyu and pushed him in a complaining manner. Why didn't you explain to Auntie just now? The bed collapsed without us doing anything. My dear wife, from what you said, do you still want to do something with your husband? After hearing what Su Ziyu said, Lin Shi's face turned red. Ding ling ling. Su Ziyu's cell phone suddenly rang, breaking the awkward atmosphere. Without even glancing at the incoming call number, he said to Lin Shi, My dear wife, I have to go out and answer the phone. Lin Shi said indifferently. Just do what you need to do. You don't have to tell me. Su Ziyu felt a little disappointed. He originally thought that Lin Shi would ask him who was calling, but now he didn't ask anything and looked like he didn't care. But when Su Ziyu turned around and walked out of the room, Lin Shi stole a glance at him and whispered, He answered the phone, and he had to go out to answer it without me. Who on earth called him? Su Ziyu walked into the corridor, took out his cell phone, found that it was a call from his third daughter Su Shichi, and quickly answered the call. A sweet voice came from the other end of the phone. Dad, you and Mom don't have to come back for dinner. I've discussed with my elder sister and the others so we won't interrupt your lives. Sister Xiaoyun will prepare dinner for us. You are so disrespectful that you even dare to tease your father. Although Lin Shi knew that eavesdropping on other people's privacy was a bad thing, she couldn't help but think about it in her heart, so she hid by the door and eavesdropped on the conversation. Then remember to eat well. Got it, Dad. That's it then. I don't want to be bothered by Shirshir later. After saying that, Su Shichi hung up the phone. Hearing the phone beeping, Su Ziyu smiled bitterly and put the phone away. Seeing Su Ziyu put away his phone, Lin Shi's eyes were filled with complexity, and then he walked towards the window. When Su Ziyu stepped into the room again, he found that the sunlight was shining on Lin Shi, showing her perfect figure in front of him. Su Ziyu said what he wanted to say without even thinking about it. My dear wife, you are so beautiful now. After saying that, he walked towards Lin Shi with slow steps. After hearing what Su Ziyu said, Lin Shi smiled happily. After some hesitation, she knew she had to find out who was calling, otherwise she would regret it. Lin Shi turned around, crossed his hands in front of his chest and asked seriously, "Stop right there. Who called you just now?" Su Ziyu stopped moving forward. He knew that Lin Shi still cared about him but just didn't want to show it too obviously. "My dear wife, it was Chi-Chi who called just now. She told me that we don't need to go home for dinner. Xiao Yun will help them arrange it. She told us not to worry." Su Ziyu smiled slightly. After a while, Su Ziyu chuckled and said, "My dear wife, when I was talking to Chi-Chi on the phone just now, I found you hiding by the door and eavesdropping. Are you jealous?" Lin Shi shyly replied, "No." She would never dare to admit it. If she admitted that she was jealous of Su Ziyu, she would be laughed at by him. Gurgle. Lin Shi touched her bloated belly awkwardly. "My dear wife, it's getting late now. I'll take you to eat whatever you want today. Honey, I just want to eat home-cooked food now, okay?" Lin Shi stared at Su Ziyu with anticipation. I originally thought that Lin Shi would suggest a sumptuous meal as soon as he opened his mouth, but I didn't expect Lin Shi to answer that it was a home-cooked meal. "Of course, my dear wife. By the way, before my husband leaves, should we tell Uncle Lu that the wooden bed is broken?" Lin Shi glanced at the wooden bed behind him and spoke slowly. Chapter 84. Su Ziyu recalls the past. Su Ziyu smiled and said, "Well, my dear wife, I am yours today. I will listen to you whatever you want to do." Lin Shi rolled her eyes at Su Ziyu. Just now she thought that Su Ziyu was a little better, but now she realized that she was overthinking. He was acting frivolously again. Although she thought so in her heart, she was like a magpie in her heart. After all, what wife doesn't want to be praised by her husband? "My dear wife, should I carry you down?" "No, I want to go with you this time." After saying that, Lin Shi took Su Ziyu's arm. At this moment, the two of them were like a couple of gods, walking slowly towards the security booth. Not long after, the two walked to the security booth. Seeing Uncle Lu lazily lying on the folding bed basking in the sun, Su Ziyu smiled faintly and said, "Uncle Lu, you still know how to enjoy life." Hearing Su Ziyu's voice, Uncle Lu slowly opened his eyes. "Ziyu, why did you come down so soon? Stay a little longer." Su Ziyu smiled awkwardly, "Uncle Lu, I'm hungry and plan to go out for dinner with my wife. Do you want to join us?" Uncle Lu waved his hand and said, "I, an old man, don't like being a light bulb between you two. By the way, Uncle Lu, I accidentally crushed the wooden bed." After hearing this, Uncle Lu gave Su Ziyu a look that showed he knew everything. "It's okay, I know you young people like to mess around." Ahem. Su Ziyu touched his head awkwardly. Then he changed the subject. "Uncle Lu, I have made quite a good profit from my investments recently, and I plan to donate 3 million to the development of the community." After saying that, Su Ziyu took out a check for 3 million from his pocket and handed it to Uncle Lu. No, I can't have it." Seeing this, Uncle Lu waved his hand and rejected Su Ziyu's kindness. "Uncle Lu, this is my compensation for damaging the bed, and the rest is my way of showing my gratitude to the elderly in the community for their care for me." "Yes, Uncle Lu, please accept it." After Su Ziyu and Lin Shi's persuasion, Uncle Lu gave a bitter smile. "Okay, I would like to express my gratitude to you on behalf of the elderly in the community." As soon as he finished speaking, Uncle Lu was about to bow to Su Ziyu and the others, but was stopped by them. Su Ziyu said jokingly, "Uncle Lu, you are embarrassing us too by saying that." Okay, I'll take it. Ziyu, you must remember that this will always be your home." "Uncle Lu, I won't say any more. I'm afraid my stomach will start growling again soon. Goodbye, Uncle Lu. My husband and I will come to see you again." After saying that, Lin Shi continued to hold Su Ziyu's arm, and the two walked towards the gate of the community. Looking at the backs of Lin Shi and Su Ziyu, Uncle Lu felt very relieved. In his impression, most young people never come back to see them, the old people, after they leave the community. He originally bet with other old people in the community that Su Ziyu was the same as other young people, but now he finds that he was thinking too much. When Su Ziyu didn't stop when passing by the car, Lin Shi couldn't help but ask, "Honey, where are we going?" "Of course I'll take my wife to my secret base for dinner." "What secret base?" Su Ziyu pretended to be mysterious at this moment and said, "Secret, my dear wife, you will know it later." Seeing this, Lin Shi knew that Su Ziyu would not tell the answer even if he continued to ask, so he could only hold back and not say another word. As soon as the two walked into the food street, bursts of exclamations were heard. Why is the skin of that girl in front so white? I wish my skin could be as good as hers. Look, the man is handsome and the woman is pretty, they seem to be a perfect match. Wow, I really want to be his girlfriend. Lin Shi held Su Ziyu's arm tightly, as if showing off to everyone. Lin Shi stood on tiptoe and whispered in Su Ziyu's ear. Hubby, are you unhappy now that other people say this? Of course I am happy, my dear wife, you are so beautiful. Su Ziyu whispered in her ear in the same way as Lin Shi. Seeing what was happening before their eyes, everyone who was originally in the food court was stabbed one after another. There were also hungry white-collar workers and other staff who were fed by this scene. Lin Shi hesitated for a long time and said, Hubby, let's not be so intimate. Look at the way other people around us look at us. After hearing what Lin Shi said, Su Ziyu looked around and agreed with Lin Shi's opinion. Okay then. My dear wife, I will listen to you. Su Ziyu slowed down his steps. Lin Shi was a little confused at this moment, wondering why he suddenly stopped. At this moment, Su Ziyu stretched out his right hand and scratched Lin Shi's nose with a smile. Lin Shi rolled her eyes at Su Ziyu instantly. This wasn't really listening to her. This was clearly an even more extreme way of showing off their love for others to see. After Su Ziyu's behavior, some customers of the restaurant ran away, fearing that if they stayed any longer they would be diagnosed with illness even if they were healthy. Su Ziyu puffed out his chest and spoke proudly. My dear wife, look at how awesome I am. It's like I own this street. Look how happy you are. Didn't you see that you scared away all the customers? And some of the employees in the gourmet restaurant looked at you and complained about you? Lin Shi was annoyed and knocked Su Ziyu on the head. After hearing what Lin Shi said, Su Ziyu looked around and found that it was just as Lin Shi said. He smiled awkwardly. My dear wife, the secret base ahead is what I mentioned. Su Ziyu happily took Lin Shi's arm and ran towards the Simbach Hotel. After Su Ziyu and the other two left, the guest who had just run away came back again. Lin Shi looked up at the Simbach sign and asked. Honey, I feel like this restaurant means something to you. Su Ziyu ignored Lin Shi. When he saw the Shinbak sign, scenes from the past played in his mind like a movie. When he came from the countryside and came to Huizhong alone, he was always looked down upon by his classmates. No one was willing to be friends with him. Only Fatigua was by his side to encourage and support him. It was because of Fatigua that his campus life gradually improved. Whenever he was unhappy, Fatigua would bring him here. At first, he didn't know why Fatigua brought him to Simbach. After countless experiences, this place became his and Fatigua's secret base. Hubby, what are you thinking about? You're thinking so intently. Lin Shi's clear voice successfully brought Su Ziyu back to his senses. Su Ziyu said while picking his ears. My dear wife, I didn't hear what you just said. Chapter 85 I just want to show them. Lin Shi could tell from Su Ziyu's eyes that Su Ziyu had some feelings for this Simbach hotel. She knew that Su Ziyu might not answer any question no matter what she asked, so she might as well not ask to avoid embarrassment. Lin Shi waved his hand and smiled faintly. It's okay, husband, let's go in. Well. My dear wife, let's go. Su Ziyu bowed like a gentleman and motioned Lin Shi to walk in front of him. Lin Shi was immediately unhappy, and took Su Ziyu's hand again and said with a smile, Hubby, let's go in together. As Su Ziyu and the other man entered the restaurant, a waiter suddenly came towards them and asked with a smile, Sir, is it the same as before? Yes, it's still the same. Su Ziyu smiled faintly. Yes, sir, please come in. After saying that, the waiter quickly found a seat and asked Su Ziyu and the other person to sit down. Honey, you just said Chi-Chi called you, but why didn't they reply to my message? After saying that, Lin Shi handed the chat message to Su Ziyu. Su Ziyu took a quick look and smiled. My dear wife, Chi-Chi and the others are probably busy and don't have time to watch. Lin Shi looked at Su Ziyu with some conviction. If she said that only Chi-Chi didn't reply to her message, it would be possible, but if she said that the four little girls were busy, she would never believe it. Su Ziyu knew that although Lin Shi didn't say it, he must still be worried about his daughters at home. My dear wife, can we go home after dinner? Yeah. All right then. Lin Shi thought for a while and then responded. Soon the ordered food was served. Su Ziyu scratched his head in embarrassment. He forgot to ask Lin Shi when he ordered the dishes. Honey, I don't know what you like to eat, so I just ordered something random. It's okay, honey, I like everything you ordered, and I'm not a picky eater like a kid. Lin Shi replied to Su Ziyu with a smile. After hearing what Lin Shi said, Su Ziyu felt relieved. Su Ziyu used chopsticks in his right hand to pick up a piece of steak and put it to Lin Shi's mouth, while his left hand was below for fear that the remaining oil on the steak would drip onto Lin Shi's clothes. My dear wife, come and open your mouth. Hubby, stop making trouble. As soon as Lin Shi said this, she saw Su Ziyu's face turn dark, as if he would be angry if she didn't eat him. Sure enough, Su Ziyu's next sentence confirmed what Lin Shi was thinking. My dear wife, I will be angry if you don't eat it. Lin Shi shook her head helplessly. She knew that if she didn't eat, Su Ziyu would never let her go. He could only force himself to open his mouth and put the steak that Su Ziyu had picked up into his mouth. Su Ziyu's originally gloomy face suddenly broke into a smile. My dear wife, is it delicious? Tasty. This scene was seen by other diners, who paid their bills and quickly ran out of the Starbucks. He was afraid that if he stayed any longer, Su Ziyu and the others would make him sick. There was something wrong with the way the Starbucks employees looked at them, Lin Shi said in a soft voice. Husband. My dear wife, I just want to show them. Although Lin Shi didn't know why Su Ziyu said that, she was as happy as Su Ziyu in her heart. Husband, can't you stop eating all these delicious food? After saying that, Lin Shi followed Su Ziyu's method and picked up the dish in front of him and covered his mouth with it. Su Ziyu chuckled and said, hee hee, the food my wife feeds me is just different. I never get tired of it. When he was in his hometown, Su Ziyu grew up eating other people's dog food. Now it is finally his turn, so of course he has to show off and let others see that he, Su Ziyu, is no worse than others and can also find a beautiful and virtuous wife. At this moment, the owner of Starbucks just stepped out and was stunned. The restaurant that was originally bustling was actually empty. He quickly pulled the waiter next to him and asked, Shaolin, what's going on? There were quite a lot of customers dining here just now, why is there no one here now? Boss, it's because that couple has been showing off their love in our store, so all the customers left. Following the direction Kobayashi pointed, the owner of Starbucks saw a familiar figure and quickly walked over. Haha, brother, you didn't expect you to come to Starbucks after such a long time. Not far away, a loud voice suddenly sounded. Su Ziyu looked in the direction of the sound and found a middle-aged man with a big face walking towards them slowly. He was wearing Adidas casual clothes, and his muscular body was exposed to everyone. Against his big face are a pair of big eyes that sparkle with a simple light, making people reluctant to look away. The middle-aged man in front of him was Li Hua, the owner of this Starbucks, and also one of the few good friends of him and Fatigua. Su Ziyu smiled slightly. Li Hua, you also know how busy I am after graduation. Li Hua nodded, then pointed at Lin Shi who was sitting opposite Su Ziyu and asked. By the way, brother you, why don't you introduce this lady to me? Su Ziyu introduced, this is my wife Lin Shi. Li Hua smiled faintly, hello, sister-in-law. I am Li Hua, brother of you. Before Lin Shi could react, Li Hua pulled Su Ziyu aside and said, brother you, when did you find me such a beautiful sister-in-law, and I didn't even know about it? Su Ziyu replied, there are so many things you don't know. Brother you, I won't delay your candlelight dinner with sister-in-law. If you want to eat anything else, let me know and I promise to arrange it for you. After saying that, Li Hua gave Su Ziyu a look that showed he knew everything and disappeared from their sight. As soon as Su Ziyu sat down, Lin Shi supported his chin with his hand and asked curiously. Honey, what were you talking about just now? Why does your conversation seem so mysterious to me? Honey, do you really want to hear it? Lin Shi nodded and replied, yes. Honey, I want to listen. Su Ziyu stood up, rubbed his face close to Lin Shi's ear and whispered. Just now, I told Li Hua that I wanted to have a baby with you tonight. You're annoying. Lin Shi shyly covered her blushing face and whispered. Seeing Lin Shi's shy look, Su Ziyu stopped teasing her, fearing that he would say something wrong and make Lin Shi unhappy. It's not that he can't speak, but in his previous impression, women are fickle animals. He was afraid that he couldn't grasp the right balance. Su Ziyu smiled slightly. My dear wife, let's eat quickly. Hanin and her 4 sisters are probably still waiting for us at home. This time, Lin Shi ignored Su Ziyu at all. Instead, he lowered his head and started to deal with the delicious food on the table alone. Chapter 86, Being Overwhelmed. Looking at the petite and lovely Lin Shi, Su Ziyu felt filled with joy. Soon all the food on the table was eaten up. Lin Shi burped, covered his bloated stomach and slowly stood up. Only then did she notice that Su Ziyu seemed to have not moved his chopsticks except for when he fed her. Lin Shi knew that Su Ziyu must be afraid that he would not eat enough, so he did not dare to pick up his chopsticks. He said apologetically, "Hubby, you didn't eat a single bite." Su Ziyu patted his belly and laughed. "My dear wife, I'm already full." "But why is your bowl so clean? There is no trace of oil at all." After hearing what Lin Shi said, Su Ziyu finally reacted. He had been staring at Lin Shi in a daze and had completely forgotten that he was in the Simbak Hotel at the moment. "My dear wife, wasn't I afraid that you would worry? Actually, I'm not hungry at all." At this moment, Su Ziyu could only pray that Lin Shi would believe what he said. Lin Shi looked at Su Ziyu with full confidence. After all, every household started to have dinner at this time. She would never believe that Su Ziyu was not hungry at all. "Really? I'm not hungry at all." "That's right, you man can never take back what he said." As soon as Su Ziyu finished speaking, Lin Shi called the waiter to serve a few more dishes. This time, thanks to Li Hua's relationship, the dishes were quickly served by the waiter. "Sir, madam, my boss said that this table is his treat for you, please enjoy it." The waiter said this respectfully and then disappeared in front of the two of them. Su Ziyu whispered, "Not bad, I think Li Hua is quite smart this time." "Husband, what are you doing? I wonder why my wife is so beautiful." "Oh, husband, you should finish eating and go back." Lin Shi clenched her fists shyly and spoke in a low voice. I don't know why, but every time Su Ziyu praises her, her little face turns red. After hearing what Lin Shi said, Su Ziyu's appetite suddenly increased. Looking at Su Ziyu's current state, Lin Shi shook her head and smiled bitterly, "Hubby, eat slowly and don't choke." After saying that, Lin Shi opened a can of Budweiser and handed it to Su Ziyu. Thinking back to today's date with Lin Shi, Su Ziyu felt extremely happy at the moment. He took a sip of Budweiser and then said with a smile, "My dear wife, today is the happiest day of my life. Can you fulfill a small wish of mine?" Seeing Lin Shi hesitant, Su Ziyu continued speaking. "My dear wife, it's definitely not what you think." Lin Shi rolled her eyes at Su Ziyu. She didn't think about anything at the moment, and she was having a very happy day today. She couldn't bear to refuse Su Ziyu and nodded. "Husband, you say, I will definitely satisfy you as long as I can." Seeing this, Su Ziyu also opened a bottle of Budweiser and handed it to Lin Shi. Lin Shi looked confused but finally took the Budweiser from Su Ziyu. Just when she was puzzled, Su Ziyu raised his glass and said, "My dear wife, let's drink to our wonderful future." "Hubby, for Hanin and the others, I'm going to make an exception and drink some wine this time." "Cheers." Just after Lin Shi took a few sips of wine, Su Ziyu noticed that Lin Shi's cheeks gradually turned red, and it was obvious that he was drunk. Considering what Lin Shi just said, Su Ziyu knew that Lin Shi's physique probably didn't allow him to drink alcohol. Without caring how many dishes were left on the table, he stood up and hugged Lin Shi in his arms. Suddenly, Lin Shi's hands urgently grabbed his neck, almost scaring him. "My dear, do you know that I have been waiting for you for many years? For so many years, you haven't been with me and Hanin and her sisters. Do you know how I accompanied them through that time?" After hearing these words, Su Ziyu's heart felt like it was being crushed by a huge rock, making it hard for him to breathe. He felt extremely uncomfortable. Although he knew that Lin Shi had started talking nonsense, he also understood one thing: only when a person is drunk will he say everything that is in his mind. Su Ziyu smiled dotingly and said, "Wife, don't worry. From now on, I, Su Ziyu, will never abandon you and Hanin and the other sisters to leave alone." At this moment, Lin Shi seemed to hear Su Ziyu's words, "Husband, my daughters and I will always believe in you." Hiccup. Lin Shi burped and fell asleep. Soon Su Ziyu and his companion arrived at the parking space. As soon as they arrived, they found their car surrounded by a group of young people. Fuck, when did a rich person appear in this neighborhood who can afford such a grand vehicle? I don't believe it. Maybe someone from above was sent down to demolish this dilapidated community. If I could just sit there and feel it, my life would be worth it. Looking at the unconscious Lin Shi in his arms, Su Ziyu knew that if Lin Shi stayed in his arms for too long, he might feel sore all over when he woke up. Su Ziyu said calmly, "Sorry, the owner of the car is here, please give way." But no one paid any attention to Su Ziyu, and everyone continued to focus their attention on the Pagani Veyron. Su Ziyu smiled helplessly and then pressed the car key. Chirp, chirp. Seeing the car door being opened, everyone made way for it in confusion, fearing that they would accidentally offend the car owner, which would mean that everyone present would be in trouble. When everyone saw Su Ziyu holding Lin Xian slowly walking towards the Pagani Veyron, those who were unaware of the situation began to criticize. He is dressed like a decent man, but he can do such a thing. I have to take a picture of it and wait for the owner to come over later. I have to show it to him. No, we can't let him take the girl away. If he does, the girl's chastity will be lost. After hearing these words, Su Ziyu shrugged and smiled helplessly. This is my wife who is drunk. The car in front is also mine. As soon as Su Ziyu said this, everyone stared at him as if he were a fool. He took a look at his clothes and found that he was in too much of a hurry to go out, which resulted in him wearing casual clothes that did not match his Pagani Veyron, which led to other people's misunderstanding. Su Ziyu was too lazy to say anything more. He simply laid Lin Shi flat on the back seat, fastened his seatbelt, and got into the driver's seat. As soon as Su Ziyu sat in the car, he inserted the car key into the keyhole, with a click. The Pagani Veyron roared in front of everyone. Boom! Everyone was stunned for a moment, and then they realized that the clown was themselves and not Su Ziyu whom they had been mocking. Seeing this, everyone made way for Su Ziyu, fearing that he would accidentally bump into the car body, which would mean they would not be able to afford the compensation even if they lost everything. Chapter 87. Su Ziyu feels extremely guilty. After Su Ziyu glanced at Lin Shi in the back seat, he slowly drove towards Yulong Villa. In the car, Su Ziyu took out his cell phone and called Lin Xiaoyun. The call was quickly answered by Lin Xiaoyun, who said respectfully, "Excuse me, who are you?" "Xiaoyun is me." When Lin Xiaoyun heard that it was Su Ziyu calling on the other end of the phone, her tone became more respectful. "Mr. Su, what can I do for you?" "It's not really in order. Lin Shi and I are on our way back. She's drunk now. Please make some hangover soup for us when we get back." "Okay, Mr. Su." After saying that, Su Ziyu hung up the phone and continued driving with peace of mind. As Su Ziyu drove into the parking area, he was frightened by the sudden appearance of 4 figures in front of him. But relying on his excellent driving skills, he managed to stop the car steadily. As soon as he got off the car, he found that the 4 people were his beloved daughters. He knew that if he didn't have the system, he would definitely not have been able to see Shirshir and the other 3, so he criticized them. "Hanin, as the eldest sister, you must take the lead. You must always remember not to do something similar to what happened today again." Su Shirhan could tell from her father's tone that although he was blaming her, his tone was more about concern for her. "Okay, Dad." When Su Shiryao saw her elder sister being criticized by her father, she quickly jumped out to explain. "Dad, actually my eldest sister originally refused, but Shirshir insisted on bringing the 3 of us over." "Fifth sister, what you said is true. If I hadn't pulled you over here, you would have wanted to come over on your own," Su Shirshir said unconvinced. "Hanin, come and help your mother take down the bag." Although the 4 of them heard Lin Xiaoyun say that Su Ziyu and the others would be back soon, they didn't know how their father and the others would come back so soon. Seeing Lin Shi lying unconscious in the back seat, Su Shirhan quickly spoke. "Dad, what happened to Mom?" "Your mother is drunk." "Drunk? What's going on, Dad?" Su Ziyu thought about it and told the truth. Su Ziyu pounded his chest accusingly. "It's all my fault. If I hadn't forced your mother to drink, she wouldn't be unconscious now." Seeing Dad beating himself like this, Mom was afraid that when she woke up, she would find that Dad had been hospitalized because of his excessive self-blame. "Wouldn't that be bad?" She quickly advised, "Okay, Dad. Stop blaming me. The only thing we can do now is to take Mom home first, so that she won't get sick from lying in the car for too long." Su Shirhan nodded and agreed, "Yes. Dad Shichi is right, let's take Mom home first." At this moment, Su Ziyu felt that what his daughters said made sense, and without any hesitation, he leaned over and picked up Lin Shi, who was lying in the back row. Looking at the scene in front of her where her father was holding her mother in his arms, Su Shirhan was full of envy. "It would be great if I could find a man as good as my father treats my mother in the future." "Big sister, what are you thinking?" "I'll find it first if I have to." "How could you find it first?" Since she was young, Shirshir has liked to compete for the first place among her sisters. Unexpectedly, she is still the same when she grows up. Su Shirhan smiled faintly and said, okay, you found it before me." Su Shiryao glanced at Shirshir and said calmly, "If I were you, I would definitely not spoil Shirshir. After all, if you continue to spoil her like this, she will soon become arrogant among us sisters." "Fifth sister, I think you are saying this because you have something against me." "Shirshir, am I that narrow-minded?" You just have a problem with me, right? Along the way, several little girls kept chattering behind Su Ziyu. Soon, Su Ziyu carried Lin Shi into the room, laid her flat on the bed for fear of disturbing her, then quietly left the room and came to the hall. Seeing her father stepping into the hall, Su Shishir was so curious that she quickly stood up and pulled Su Ziyu to sit beside her. Dad, where did you take Mom after fifth sister came back? Before Su Ziyu could speak, Su Shichi interrupted. Shishir, Dad must be exhausted. We can talk about it tomorrow. After waiting for a while, Su Shirhan looked at Su Ziyu. Dad, have you eaten yet? If not, I'll go and cook something for you. After hearing what her elder sister said, Su Shishir rolled her eyes at her. Mom was drunk, how could Dad not have had dinner yet? My eldest sister really asked some useless questions. The key still depends on me. I hope I can get my father's words out bit by bit. Just then, Lin Xiaoyun's voice came from not far away. Mr. Su, the hangover soup is ready. Well, Xiaoyun, go and rest when you're done. Su Ziyu replied. Okay, Mr. Su. After Lin Xiaoyun finished speaking, she respectfully left the hall and walked towards her room. Watching Lin Xiaoyun leave the hall, Su Shishir originally planned to stop her, but she held it in her heart. Dad, you haven't answered my question yet? As soon as Su Shishir finished speaking, the three little girls focused their eyes on Su Ziyu, waiting for his answer with anticipation. Su Ziyu was just recalling the wonderful day he had with Lin Shi today, but he didn't hear what the little girl was asking him. Shishir, what did you ask Dad just now? Dad, where did you take Mom? Oh, Shishir, so you are asking about this. In fact, today I took your mother to the place where I used to live. Now that Daddy has said this, you and Shishir should know. Su Ziyu said with a faint smile. At this moment, Su Ziyu's ringtone rang. Buzz. Without any hesitation, Su Ziyu took out his mobile phone and took a look at it. After reading the content of the text message, Su Ziyu grinned. Seeing her father laughing so happily, Su Shiryao asked, Dad, why are you laughing so happily? You guys should get some rest early. Daddy is going to take care of your mom. After Su Ziyu finished speaking, he stood up and walked towards the kitchen. Su Shishir was obviously a little unconvinced by the answer her father gave her. According to the time when her fifth sister returned home, her father and mother had more than 3 hours of alone time. She knew that the community was very small, how could her father and mother stay there for so long? And when Mom came back she looked drunk, so Dad must have taken her somewhere else. Su Shirhan nodded and murmured, oh, so Dad took Mom back to where she used to live. When Su Shichi heard the news, she was obviously a little restless. He quickly stood up and asked. Sister, doesn't Dad live here all the time? Su Shishir said proudly. Of course not, my dad only took me and my older sister there. Chapter 88 Wife, you don't look hot at all. Su Shiryao looked at her elder sister and Shishir with envy. Sister, Shishir's father is so kind to you. He even took you to the place where he lived before. Chichi, sit down first. I'll ask Dad to take you and Yao Yao there in a couple of days. Su Shishir was about to explode at this moment. Why did she have to let other sisters know when only the two of them knew about the community? Big sister, the hotel has been very busy recently, and Dad probably doesn't have time to take the third and fifth sisters out. Sister, Shishir is right. Dad has been too busy recently. Let us just forget it. Although Su Shichi said this, she was extremely conflicted inside. She actually wanted to see Su Ziyu's previous living environment, but at the same time she didn't want Su Ziyu to exhaust his body because of these little things. Su Shirhan knew that Shishir said this for her own little thoughts but also for her father's sake, so she spoke softly. Why don't you wait until I'm done with this period of time, and then I'll take you there. Well, thank you, big sister. Su Shichi and Su Shiryao looked at each other and spoke. After hearing the news, Su Shishir didn't know how to continue speaking. Su Shichi glanced at Su Shishir and said, Big sister is still the best. She is not like someone who only thinks about her own little thoughts all the time. Third sister, I said this just to avoid tiring Dad. You agreed with me just now. Indeed, as soon as Su Shishir said this, Su Shichi couldn't even think of a word to refute her. At this time, Su Ziyu had just reheated the hangover soup and brought it into the room. Watching her father step into the room, Su Shishir followed him quietly. With the experience from last time, Su Shirhan and the others knew what Shishir wanted to do at this moment. After entering the room, Su Ziyu found Lin Shi leaning against the bed playing with her phone, so he scolded her, "Wife, how can you play with your phone when you just woke up? Drink this bowl of hangover soup and lie down to rest." Lin Shi could tell that Su Ziyu was apparently scolding her, but he was actually more concerned about her. Lin Shi stuck out her tongue, "Hubby, don't be angry, I just lay down for too long and got up to check my phone." Su Ziyu snatched Lin Shi's phone with his left hand and handed the hot hangover soup to her with his right hand. Lin Shi shook her head and said pitifully, "Hubby, can I not drink it? I'm afraid of spicy food." Su Ziyu was not moved by Lin Shi's pitiful appearance this time. "Wife, you must listen to me this time. If you are afraid of spicy food, I will drink with you." As soon as he finished speaking, Su Ziyu picked up the bowl of sobering soup, took a sip, and handed it back to Lin Shi. Su Ziyu felt his lips burning at this moment, and his eyes gradually became moist, but he still held back his tears. "Honey, you don't look spicy at all." Lin Shi knew that Su Ziyu did this for her own good, so she reached out to take it, closed her eyes tightly, and drank the remaining hangover soup in one gulp. Su Ziyu smiled dotingly. "Honey, you finished drinking, how do you feel now?" "I feel a lot clearer." Lin Shi replied. Su Ziyu knew that several little girls were hiding in front of the door and eavesdropping on their conversation. If he wanted to do anything to Lin Shi at this moment, he could only drive the little girls away. Thinking of this, Su Ziyu quietly walked to the door. Lin Shi, who was standing by, was puzzled by Su Ziyu's actions at the moment, but he suppressed his doubts in his heart. Several little girls were eavesdropping with great interest. At this moment, Su Ziyu put his hand on the door handle. With a click, the door was opened. The little girls were so scared by Su Ziyu that they fell down. Recalling Su Ziyu's every move just now, Lin Shi finally understood what was going on. He quickly stood up and walked to Su Ziyu to ask, "Sure, what are you doing?" Hearing Lin Shi's hurried voice, the four of them hurriedly stood up and tidied up their messy clothes. During the process, Su Shiqi quietly pushed Su Sure. "Mom, actually." Before she could finish her words, Su Sure ran out. Seeing Sure disappear from their sight, Lin Shi could only look at Su Shiqi. "Shiqi, tell Mom what happened." Su Shiqi thought for a while and said, "Mom, it's getting late, you should go to bed early." While Lin Shi was still not reacting, Su Shiqi took the hands of the other two sisters and ran quickly towards her room. Seeing this, Lin Shi glanced at Su Ziyu and smiled bitterly. I don't know whose genes they inherited. Now they hide at the door and eavesdrop on other people's conversations. They never did this before. Wife, are you talking about yourself? You're saying. Before she could finish her words, Lin Shi remembered something and her face instantly turned red to her ears. I won't tease you anymore, honey. After saying that, Su Ziyu closed the door that was originally open, took Lin Shi to the bed, then reached out and held Lin Shi in his arms. I don't know whether Su Ziyu's hands were moving back and forth on Lin Shi's body intentionally or unintentionally. At this moment, Lin Shi buried her head in Su Ziyu's arms and said shyly, Hubby, stop it. I'm ticklish. Knowing that Lin Shi was ticklish, Su Ziyu became even more unbridled and kept tickling Lin Shi with his hands. Stop it, husband. I'll be really angry if you keep going like this. Lin Shi smiled and pushed Su Ziyu's hands away, but did not notice that a book appeared under his feet. Su Ziyu continued to tickle Lin Shi more fiercely. Suddenly, Lin Shi took a step back and missed a step, and fell backwards. As she was about to fall on the bed, she slowly closed her eyes. Su Ziyu didn't even care that he hadn't yet stood firmly and reached out to hug Lin Shi's waist, and they both fell on the bed. The two of them were looking at each other with the man on top and the woman on the bottom. Lin Shi's heart was beating wildly because of Su Ziyu. After holding it in for so long, he finally spoke. Hubby, hurry up and get up. It will be bad if Sure and the others see us. Wife, do you want to do something bad with me? Not serious. I don't know where Lin Shi got the strength to push Su Ziyu away, and he stood up and prepared to run out of the room. Wife, I'm still very angry, please help me calm down first. When Lin Shi heard Su Ziyu's words, he immediately stopped moving forward. She knew that if she continued to stay in the room with Su Ziyu, something strange would definitely happen. After thinking for a while, he said, I'm going to the bathroom. Looking at Lin Shi's hurriedly leaving back, Su Ziyu knew that Lin Shi would not come back for a while. He lay alone on the wide bed, recalling the happy day he had with Lin Shi. After not knowing how long he had been reminiscing, Su Ziyu yawned and fell into a dream. Chapter 89 The system is being upgraded. Lin Shi, who had been hiding behind the door and peeking, only dared to walk into the room quietly when he saw Su Ziyu sleeping soundly. This was the first time Lin Shi saw Su Ziyu sleeping, and at this moment she made up her mind. No matter how sleepy you're tonight, you have to resist the urge to sleep. Keep this beautiful scene in your heart. Lin Shi originally wanted to sit alone on the edge of the bed and enjoy the beautiful scenery, but he was hampered by back pain all over his body. Now she could only lie flat beside Su Ziyu and stare at his profile. Lin Shi raised his hand and gently stroked Su Ziyu's high nose bridge, feeling secretly happy. Lin Shi muttered to himself in a low voice for fear of waking up Su Ziyu. I think Su Ziyu looks pretty good when he's sleeping, although not as good as when he's working. But the good times didn't last long. Lin Shi was eventually defeated by the trapped demon and fell into a coma. Su Ziyu woke up early in the morning as usual. After stretching, Su Ziyu noticed Lin Shi sleeping next to him, and a happy smile gradually filled his face. At this moment, the voice of the system appeared in Su Ziyu's mind. Ding dong, the system is upgrading. Hearing that the system was being upgraded, he thought that he had read novels similar to Goldfinger before, as he was an old bookworm. He knew that once the system was upgraded, nothing good would happen, but he had no way to stop it and could only let the system continue to upgrade. For fear of waking her up, he stood up and walked towards the bathroom. After a few minutes, Su Ziyu finished washing up, changed into physical clothes, and walked towards the kitchen. He thought about a lot of things while washing up. Although he had a martial arts card, he still felt it necessary to train himself. It just so happened that he used to ride a bicycle around in the countryside, although he hadn't touched a bicycle for more than 10 years. With his intelligence and talent, he believed that there was nothing he couldn't do if he wanted to. Soon Su Ziyu walked to the kitchen and smiled faintly at Lin Xiaoyun, who was busy in the kitchen. Xiaoyun, I remember you seem to have come home on a bicycle 2 days ago, right? Hearing Su Ziyu's voice, Lin Xiaoyun turned around respectfully. She didn't know why Su Ziyu asked this, but she still responded, yes, Mr. Su. I'll leave the bike next to your parking area. Xiaoyun, you probably won't need a bicycle today? Lin Xiaoyun looked confused. She felt that Su Ziyu was acting strange today, but she didn't dare to ask any more questions. Yes, Mr. Su. Lin Xiaoyun continued to speak. Xiaoyun, you happen to be free today, so lend me your bike. By the way, Mr. Su, I think I need to tell you. Looking at Lin Xiaoyun, who looked so serious, Su Ziyu smiled faintly and said, Xiaoyun, this is your home. Just say whatever you want to say. Mr. Su, I have an assessment in a while and I want to ask you for leave. Don't worry, I will go out and rent a house by myself. So that's how it is. Xiaoyun, just stay here and study hard. I'll take care of the rest. I thought Su Ziyu would drive her away after hearing the news, but now he actually asked her to stay here to review and wait for the test. Although this is not her home, this is the first time she has left her hometown and still felt the warmth of home. I'm leaving now. You don't have to prepare breakfast for me. Just review early when you're done with these things. After Su Ziyu finished speaking, he walked towards the bicycle parking space without stopping. Okay, Mr. Su. Looking at Su Ziyu's departing back, Lin Xiaoyun said respectfully. Not long after walking, Su Ziyu arrived at the parking space and found an old mountain climbing bicycle with a sky blue body and a slightly whitish basket. There was a water cup holder on the crossbeam, which was specially used to store water cups. There were also various small cartoon icons on the crossbeam. Looking at the bicycle in front of him, Su Ziyu slowly recalled the scene when his father often rode him around when he was a child. Thinking of these past events, Su Ziyu's eyes gradually became moist, but when he thought of the old sayings that his father so often told him, his tears dried instantly. As the saying goes, men don't shed tears easily, and those who can bleed will never shed tears. This ancient saying has accompanied Su Ziyu to this day. Su Ziyu excitedly got on his bicycle, took out his mobile phone, set the navigation, and rode towards Qilin Mountain. At the beginning, Su Ziyu was a little unaccustomed to the rules of riding a bicycle and even fell several times along the way. However, with his intelligence, he soon learned to ride the bicycle steadily and slowly forward. Along the way, everyone saw Su Ziyu riding a bicycle around in Yunting Tianga, and they started pointing at him. Who is this poor guy? He must be rich or noble to live in Yunting Tianga. He is not afraid of being laughed at for riding such an old bicycle. Looking at him, I think he was hired as a cleaner. That's right. If you hadn't told me, I would have thought he was wearing a fitness suit and was out for exercise. But Su Ziyu was too lazy to pay attention to it. After all, if other people's mouths were not on his body, how could he care about other people's gossip? The security guard sitting in the security booth saw a figure very similar to Su Ziyu, riding a bicycle slowly towards him. Afraid that he had seen it wrong, he stood up and rubbed his eyes, looking at it carefully. When he was sure that the person coming was Su Ziyu, he hurriedly trotted out of the security booth. When Su Ziyu drove in front of him, he spoke lightly. "Mr. Su, why did you get up so early today? Are you going to ride your bike to exercise?" "Well, if I don't exercise, I feel like my body is going to rust." After Su Ziyu replied, he pedaled his bike again and moved forward slowly. The security guard looked at Su Ziyu's departing back inside. "I really envy the lives of rich people." Soon Su Ziyu rode to the foot of Qilin Mountain and found that the foot of Qilin Mountain was filled with many riders who came here to travel on bicycles. Looking at such a steep slope, he was eager to try it. Just as he stepped on the pedal and was about to drive forward, a crisp sound rang out beside him. "Little brother, are you alone?" Su Ziyu was a little puzzled. He looked back and found that a little girl with a ponytail had appeared beside him. The little girl seemed to be only 17 or 18 years old, and was wearing a black tights that did not suit her age. A blue sports towel was hanging around her neck, and beads of sweat were dripping from her cheeks onto her tights. Looking at the little girl in front of him, Su Ziyu couldn't help swallowing. The little girl giggled and said, "Little brother, your eyes are fixed on me. Do you think I am pretty?" Hearing the little girl say this, Su Ziyu coughed a few times in embarrassment. Chapter 90 Brother, why are you here too? After meeting Lin Shi during this period, Hanin often bought him various skin care products. Could it be that he has taken good care of himself during this period, causing the girl to think that he is not that old? He originally wanted to tell the little girl the truth, but when he saw the little girl's pure gaze, he had to hold his words back. He knew that he now had a wife and daughter, and he must not do anything to offend them, so he turned around and pushed his bicycle aside. The little girl muttered to herself with an unhappy look on her face, "I am known as the school belle in school, but in the eyes of the little brother just now, I am nothing." But I could see from the little brother's eyes that he quite likes me, so why did he turn around and leave? She just saw that Su Ziyu had an extraordinary appearance and his behavior was a bit extraordinary. Moreover, the fact that she could see Su Ziyu at first sight in the huge crowd shows that she and Su Ziyu have a certain fate. Moreover, when she saw Su Ziyu's gaze, she felt very familiar, as if Su Ziyu had known her a long time ago, but she couldn't remember where she had seen Su Ziyu at all. The scene of Su Ziyu turning around and leaving just now aroused the desire in her heart. At this moment, one can see from her eyes that she will not give up until Su Ziyu is captured. A little girl came to Su Shirshan on a bicycle. "Shanshan, what are you doing here? Go away." "Well, it's okay, Li Qian, let's go." Su Shirshan finally reacted and replied. Looking at the direction where Su Ziyu left, Su Shirshan shook her head to indicate that she would stop thinking about it. On the other side, Su Ziyu pedaled slowly towards the top of the mountain. At this moment, he realized that even if he had a martial arts card, if he didn't practice the martial arts card, it would be just a piece of scrap metal with no room for development. "Little brother, why are you here too?" Hearing the crisp sound, Su Ziyu turned around and found that the little girl just now appeared beside him again. Su Ziyu was too embarrassed to walk away again, so he could only bite the bullet and ask, "Why are you here too?" He. "Little brother, we often ride our bicycles here to play during holidays." Su Shirshan chuckled. When Li Qian saw Su Ziyu, she didn't even blink. Su Ziyu felt uncomfortable being stared at by Li Qian. "Oh, so that's how it is. Brother, what are you doing here?" "I have nothing to do, so I came here to exercise." Su Shirshan suddenly remembered something, and immediately said in delight, "Little brother, can we go together?" Seeing this, Su Ziyu hesitated, "Of course, but little sister, why don't you ask your friends?" "It's okay, I agree that she must." Before Su Shirshan could finish her words, she realized that Li Qian was actually crazy about the little brother. Su Shirshan shook her head. This was the first time in her life that she had a crush on someone, even though Li Qian was her best friend. Su Shirshan muttered in her heart, "No, this little brother is mine and I can't let Li Qian take him away." Su Shirshan quietly pushed her, and when Li Qian was confused, Su Shirshan suddenly became anxious. "Li Qian, are you willing or not? Give me a definite answer." Although Li Qian didn't know why Su Shirshan was so anxious, she knew that Su Shirshan would never lie to her, so she nodded in response. I do whatever it is." Su Shirshan chuckled and said, "Little brother, look," Li Qian agreed. Li Qian was anxious when she saw that Su Shirshan didn't introduce Su Ziyu to her. "Shanshan, who is this little brother? Why haven't I seen him before?" Could he be your? A blush crept up Su Shirshan's face, and she quickly explained, Li Qian is not what you think, I just met this little brother. Oh, really? Shanshan blushed when we first met. Li Qian pursed her lips and said softly. Li Qian, what nonsense are you talking about? I'm not blushing at all. It's just because the weather is so hot that my face looks a little rosy. Su Shirshan covered her hot face and explained. Alas. Li Qian sighed and no longer refuted Su Shirshan, nor was she too lazy to say anything more. Su Ziyu quickly changed the subject. Little sister, I saw that you looked so fragile, but I didn't expect that you like riding a bicycle so much. If my mom and older sisters hadn't disapproved of me riding a bicycle, it would have become one of my hobbies. Little sister, where is your father? When Su Ziyu said this, Su Shirshan's eyes were filled with tears as if they would fall out at any time. Su Ziyu realized that she had said the wrong thing and quickly changed the subject. Little sister, let's stop talking. Let's find a place to stop the car and go up to see the scenery. Seeing that Su Shirshan was not in a good mood, Li Qian agreed, yes, Shanshan, the slope ahead is so steep that the bike cannot be ridden up. Let's hurry up or we will not be able to get a seat later. Su Shirshan nodded and responded, okay then. Then the three of them found a place to park their bicycles and walked slowly towards the top of the mountain. Looking at the lively little girl in front of him, Su Ziyu thought of the four little girls at home. As soon as they reached the top of the mountain, Su Ziyu was amused by Li Qian's panting appearance. But when he turned his gaze to Su Shirshan, he found that Su Shirshan's face was slightly red, and there were just a few drops of sweat on her forehead. Originally he thought that Su Shirshan and Li Qian had the same good physical strength, but now he could only take back his thoughts. Li Qian stuck out her tongue and panted as she spoke, little brother, how come you are even more perverted than Shanshan? You walked for so long and there is no sweat on your face. After hearing what Li Qian said, Su Ziyu was speechless. He didn't understand what was wrong with him. After hearing this, Su Shirshan angrily defended Su Ziyu. Li Qian, what are you talking about? The little brother must exercise regularly to not feel tired. Li Qian realized that she had said the wrong thing and quickly covered her mouth without saying another word. But in his heart he kept blaming Su Shirshan. Shanshan, really? I've never seen her refute anything I say to her before, but today she seems to have taken the wrong medicine. Little brother, Li Qian didn't mean that. She meant. Su Shirshan originally wanted to explain to Su Ziyu, but when she got to this point her brain suddenly went blank. Su Ziyu said with a smile. I understand what you want to say, little sister. You don't have to explain it to me. Seeing that Su Ziyu was so sensible, Li Qian's anxious heart was instantly relieved. It's not that she was afraid that Su Ziyu would not forgive her, but she was worried that Su Ziyu would leave because of what she said, and then she would be in big trouble. As soon as Su Ziyu finished speaking, the scene became silent after a few minutes. Su Shirshan knew that if she didn't say something at this moment, once Su Ziyu left, it would take her forever to get Su Ziyu back. Chapter 91, Su Shirshan, who values love over friendship completed. She quickly walked up to him and kept asking questions. Little brother, I saw you walking very straight just now. Do you often go to places like the gym to exercise? Su Ziyu smiled faintly. How is that possible, little sister? Do you think I'm the kind of person who exercises regularly? Little brother, you don't want to say that this is your first time exercising today, and you came to Qilin Mountain specifically to exercise. Little sister, your answer is correct, but I don't have any gift for you now. Su Ziyu said as he stroked Su Shirshan's hair. Su Shirshan was stunned after hearing what Su Ziyu said. She didn't notice that Su Ziyu was stroking her hair. Li Qian was shocked when she saw this scene, and murmured to herself, is this still the cold goddess Su Shirshan who I know and has never interacted with other boys? There were several times when Li Qian even suspected that Su Shirshan didn't like boys, but this moment broke her mind. Su Ziyu finally came to his senses and pulled his hand back awkwardly. At this moment, Su Shirshan also reacted and happened to see this scene. Her face turned red instantly and she quickly lowered her head, fearing that her shyness would be seen by Su Ziyu and Li Qian. She clenched the hem of her skirt with her hands and muttered, my little brother touched my head, he touched my head. He must have feelings for me, so he would have used the head-touching trick on me. Thinking about the outrageous action he had just performed unconsciously, he really wanted to slap himself a few times. He glanced at Su Shirshan secretly and patted his chest. Fortunately, the little sister is not angry. It's a blessing in disguise. Shanshan, you just came over. I have something to tell you. Li Qian waved to Su Shirshan. If you have something to say, can't you say it here? Shanshan, if you miss this opportunity, you will never get it again. To be honest, this is related to your happiness in life. Seeing that Li Qian was speaking so seriously, Su Shirshan believed it without a doubt and still walked to her side. Seeing Su Shirshan and the other person acting mysteriously, Su Ziyu ignored them. Shanshan, I found out that the SNGL boy band will be performing here today. You can sing, right? Once the concert is over, let's play a song for the little brother. I guarantee that even if he forgets us, he will still remember this moment. Su Shirshan replied, good idea. Then he walked to Su Ziyu and said, little brother, it seems quite lively in front. Why don't we go over and take a look? Li Qian quickly nodded in agreement. Yes, little brother Shanshan said let's go quickly. Okay. Let's go. Su Ziyu looked helpless. He had originally planned to come here to exercise. But now, he was so confused by these two little girls that he didn't even know how to say no. Seeing Su Ziyu doing the same, Su Shirshan took Su Ziyu's hand and ran happily towards the crowd. Seeing Su Shirshan leading Su Ziyu towards the crowd and leaving her aside, she felt extremely disappointed with Su Shirshan for the first time. Oh my god, when did Shanshan become so obsessed with love over friendship? No, I have to ask her. After saying that, Li Qian chased after Su Ziyu and the others. Shanshan, wait for me. Seeing that Su Shirshan ignored Lin Qian who was chasing after her, Su Ziyu asked, little sister, your friend is calling you, why don't you pay attention to her? It's okay, brother, don't worry about her. We can just play our own games. After saying that, Su Shirshan took Su Ziyu's hand and slowly walked through the crowd. Li Qian, who had just arrived, saw Su Ziyu and the other two being drowned in the crowd, and she stomped her feet in anger. Okay, Su Shirshan, I gave you some advice, but you left me alone and went out to play with your little brother. Su Shirshan looked back and didn't see Li Qian, so she breathed a sigh of relief. At this moment, cheers broke out at the scene. Su Ziyu didn't like staying in such a noisy environment, so he covered his ears and prepared to turn around and leave, but the little girl held his hand tightly. He was a little overwhelmed, but he had to wait until the concert was over before leaving unless you forcibly pushed the girl's hand away. Su Shirshan knew that the SNGL boy band had reached its climax at this moment. The voice of the SNGL boy group also reached everyone's ears at this moment. Hearing the harp under the willow trees, I danced to the tune. It seems to reflect the graceful figure of the past. Who stirred the affection with a few words? Whose smile shakes the nebula? The paper fan hides the mystery in the poem. Purple smoke burning hard words leaving fragrance waiting for people to find. How many merits and demerits are listed in history books? Chapter 92 Extra, I will never let you down in this life. Dad, today is a great day for you and Mom, why are you dressed like this? My eldest sister woke me and my sisters up early in the morning and asked us to welcome the guests. But now you are. Su Ziyu, who had just stepped out of the room, was suddenly scolded by Su Shirshan and was completely at a loss as to what to do. Looking at Su Ziyu's shabby clothes, Su Shirshan sighed helplessly. She and the other sisters have been looking forward to this day for so long. And now Dad is acting like this matter is unimportant? Could it be that Dad doesn't want to marry Mom? As soon as this thought came to her mind, she shook her head and denied it. If Dad didn't like Mom, then why would he propose marriage to Mom for them and even use the priceless Kaiguan Hotel as a betrothal gift? Just this point alone is enough to kill them. They don't believe that Su Ziyu would fall in love with someone else. Then he handed the prepared wedding dress to Su Ziyu, but at this moment Su Ziyu just stood there in a daze. His eyes kept looking around as if he was looking for something. Dad, what are you doing? Hurry up. If you delay any longer, Mom will run away. Su Shirshan urged her, she didn't want her mother to wait for her father to pick her up. Then he pushed Su Ziyu into the room. I don't know how long I waited, but the door was suddenly pushed open. But when Su Shirshan saw Su Ziyu, her brows furrowed. What's wrong, Shirshan? On the wedding day, Su Ziyu saw that the little girl looked unhappy and asked quickly. Oh. It really can't be done without me. As soon as Su Shirshan finished speaking, Su Ziyu's face was full of confusion. I didn't understand the little girl's intention at all. When the little girl pointed at his hair, Su Ziyu realized that his head was as messy as a bird's nest. Of course Su Ziyu knew the reason for this situation. On the day of preparing for the wedding, Su Ziyu didn't close his eyes all night. As soon as he closed his eyes, the scene of Lin Shi wearing wedding clothes and waiting for him to marry her would appear in his mind. Of course, Su Ziyu would not let Lin Shi see his ugly side. The moment he turned around and was about to step into the room, Su Shishir, who was quick-eyed and quick-handed, grabbed him. Just when Su Ziyu was confused, Su Shishir smiled and said, "Dad, let me help you." "You?" Su Ziyu was shocked by Su Shishir's words. "Of course, your baby daughter is a makeup genius." Su Shishir looked proud when she said this. "Then please, Shishir." Instead of refutation, Su Ziyu pulled Shishir into the room. In addition to the wedding banquet, there were people coming and going and even a number of priceless vehicles parked there. Among them, there are quite a few vehicles with dual-engine valves. Just because today's protagonist is Su Ziyu, who is famous in Huaizhong. At this moment, an elderly man walked out from the crowd, and behind him followed a young man who was about 20 years younger than him. It was the Hua family, one of the three major families in Antique Street, including Mr. Hua and Mr. Hua. Ms. Su Xiaoqing, congratulations to President Su Ziyu for marrying Lin Shi today. Congratulations. This is the gift I prepared for President Su. I hope Ms. Xiaoqing will accept it. As soon as he finished speaking, Hua Laoyang quickly signaled Hua-san to open the gift box that had been prepared. As soon as the gift box was opened, a green jade appeared in everyone's sight. Could this be the Qianqi jade that was sold for 100 million at the Huaxing auction last month? It seems that the Hua family has invested a lot of money this time. If President Su still refuses to forgive the Hua family, then I'm afraid there will no longer be a Hua family on Antique Street. At this moment, a loud voice suddenly sounded. Sister Xiaoqing, today is Brother Su's great day. He gave Brother Su a Qianqi jade. Isn't he trying to embarrass Brother Su? As soon as he finished speaking, a fat man walked out of the crowd. If Su Ziyu looked again, he could tell at a glance that the person who said such insulting words must be his best friend in college, Fatty Gua. Su Xiaoqing had long known that her beloved niece had been bullied by Hua-san. She knew that Fatty Gua would repay a favor, but she, Su Xiaoqing, was the same. You can bully her, but you have to think carefully about the consequences if you bully Hanin and the others. Nowadays, her brother Su Ziyu is one of the most important figures in Huaizhong. She believes that as long as she doesn't kill anyone, her brother will ensure her safety. Everyone knows that the Qilin is a good symbol, but what about the Qianqi? Everyone will understand if you think about it. What is your intention, was family, to give Brother Su Qianqi as a wedding gift? Will you be happy only if you ruin Su Ji's wedding? In my opinion, those sundries on the street are hundreds of times better than the Qianqi jade. Fatty Gua's words instantly turned the situation around. The Hua family now wants to kill Fatty Gua. They sold all their properties to buy the Qianqi jade, but now Fatty Gua's words make it worth less than trash. Most people at the scene also began to criticize the Hua family. Being scolded like this, Mr. Hua was so angry that he held his Zen stick tightly and couldn't say a word. But Hua-san is different. Some fence-sitters. Some people here are where they are today thanks to our Hua family. Not only are you ungrateful, but you also come to mock our Hua family. Suddenly, a sharp voice suddenly rang out. Oh. Really? As the sound rang out, Hua-san didn't dare to move for a moment, as if there was a ferocious beast staring at him from behind. All eyes turned in the direction of the sound and saw two figures walking out of the villa. Behind these two figures were 7 little girls. Congratulations, Mr. Su and Mrs. Su are getting married. The person who spoke was Xiaolin, the second in command of the military clique. But Su Ziyu seemed not to hear it, grabbing Lin Shi and slowly walking towards the crowd. Su Ziyu's footsteps were like war drums, and people's hearts trembled with every step. Plop! Whether out of fear or something else, Hua-san immediately knelt on the ground. Looking at Hua-san who was kneeling on the ground, Su Ziyu sneered. Why, Hua-san, you don't even dare to speak now. Boss Su, I won't dare to do that again. Please let us go. As soon as he finished speaking, Hua-san kowtowed to the ground in panic. Su Ziyu, who was quick-eyed and quick-handed, quickly stood in front of Lin Shi and the little girls, fearing that they would see such a bloody scene. Wei Dong, who was standing by, stepped forward and together with a group of security guards quickly took Hua-san and Old Man Hua out of people's sight. Everyone knew that if Lin Shi and others were not present, given Su Ziyu's personality, he would not let Hua-san and others leave easily. After all, they witnessed Su Ziyu's cruelty with their own eyes. Su Ziyu didn't waste any time, holding the microphone and said, "Thank you all for coming to my wedding. The wedding is about to begin.